Okay. Are we live? Says we are. Alright, we are live. Excellent. No bitrate problems tonight. You'll love to see it. Oh, that's one thing I forgot to do. I didn't change the thumbnail. You know what? I just realized I never even made one. So, let's see. Well, this is what I've got the generic thumb for. There we go. I have not used the generic thumb in ages. But I got a little wrapped up in making the latest request poll for the server. So if you're not part of the Discord server, we just finished Portal, the Advanced Chambers, and we just finished our playthrough of that. It was a pretty quick game to play for their series, so now I am doing votes for the next game to play on the Game Request series.
I know it sounds shitty.
Well, at least you're with us, Zach. And now the Discord thing is working.
It'll be a bit.
Yep.
Be a bit.
Okay.
On my PC again.
Oh, okay.
It'll be like 10 minutes.
Well, you know what
Ten.
Yep, well, you know what I realized I forgot to do?
What?
I got so engrossed in the, I got so engrossed in getting the poll set up that I forgot to make a thumbnail. So I just busted out the good old generic thumbnail for playing mods. So,
Improvise.
yep, improvising. Adapting, overcoming. But somebody yell at me to make a thumbnail after stream.
I will.
Just got home from the movie theater. What'd you go see? Did you go see that new FNAF movie, or did you go and see something else?
FNAF movie. Everyone's watching the FNAF movie.
Oh, I know. I have never played any of the games, so I have no interest in the movie. Yep, FNAF movie? Okay. What did you think? Because I've heard a range of thoughts. Oop. One more thing I gotta do.
You should play the first game just to know what the movie is like.
Yep. There we go. Now you have audio.
The first and third game to know what the movie is like.
Alrighty. Like I said, I've just never played any of the games, period. So... so how was your Friday? You liked it?
My Friday was meh.
Meh?
I wanted to punch someone's head in again.
That's no fun. Mine
It
went
was
better than
mainly
I
a
thought
lower
it
class.
would. I see. Mine went better than I thought it would, since I actually got off earlier than I was supposed to, but then I had way too much to eat. So yeah, that was fun. I'm not really sure what to expect with the mod tonight, because I forgot just how much Act 1 syndrome there was at the start of this mod.
Yeah, there's a lot of Act 1 syndrome before you get into the actual routes.
Yep.
You gotta make progression.
Yep, I feel like a lot of 2018 and 2019 mods were like that.
Yeah.
Like, it was just like an old school mod thing that a lot of old mods did.
And you can also check the gallery to make sure you got stuff.
You know, I might as well do that, yeah.
Nothing.
Nope, nothing yet. Let's see, I don't think we got too far last time. There we go. Server is pinged. I have just been having a real lack of energy lately. I don't know if it's just the changing seasons or what. You made stupid memes of yourself, Koneko? Did you now? Also, I'm gonna say it on the stream. I need somebody to yell at me at the end to make a thumbnail for tonight's stream. Because I forgore. Because I was busy making the poll. What? Use the portal thumbnail? That's the one I changed away from. Once I realized, shit, I forgot to make a thumbnail. So, I just busted out the good old, generic DDLC thumb that I used to use all the time. I haven't had to bust that out in a while. Like, I might just not do anything on Tuesday this week and just take Tuesday for myself this week. Try to get caught up on some things because I feel like I'm falling behind on stuff. Like, I think I just need a day to just indulge in something. Ha! There we go. Hey, there's Sanzi. How are ya? Koneko, Sanzi, whoever is here at the end of stream, somebody has to yell at me to make a thumbnail. Because I forgot to make one tonight. Yendo, you are speed coding. Yep, Zach told me about that. That you and him before stream were busy coding. Ben, make a thumbnail. I know I need to make a thumbnail. Like I said, I just forgore to make one. Oh, Koneko is requesting a pat.
Alright, I'm back.
Koneko is requesting pats.
Was Sandy in chat?
Yep, Sanzi's here.
Hello, Sandy. I can't see chat. Hang on, I have to stream on my browser.
You
The
have to
second
make a
thing that comes
30-page
up-
mod in 6 days. That's a bit of a daunting task. I wish you the best of luck
We
with that.
minimized it to 700 lines. We just gotta sprite everything.
Yeah, well, hopefully you've got that all figured out by now.
Oh.
3 days now. Like I said, best of luck. That sounds like a heck of an endeavor. Also, I just realized there's something else I forgot to do last night.
What did you do?
I said I was gonna check out the Doki Doki Sparkling Eyes server because I saw that in the Emerald Affection server, and I need to do that still.
Also, Sanzi, vote for Doom 2016 in Ben server, please.
Yep, I just put up the new poll for the game request series for Thursdays. Because we finished Portal yesterday. And I have been just so out of energy lately. I have been so out of it lately. But yeah, I've got the next set of games picked out. I picked Ubisoft's Zombie. I've got Doom 2016, which I think is going to be the favorite. Which I think is going to be the favorite to win.
Thank you, Sanzi.
And then I've
You
got
have contributed to war.
2 different visual novels: Cooking Companions and Fruits of Grisaya, which I expect might be the other favorite.
I'm not voting anything else.
Nope, that's okay.
Usually I do.
Yep, I am.
But I do not.
Yep, I am curious to see
Not for this.
what emerges victorious tonight.
And I swear, if Caleb does this, I'm gonna rat his ass out.
Ha!
With this, if he does super reactions, I'm gonna piss him off for doing so.
I'll have you know, I don't actually count.
I'll break a couple rules in the process, but it's kind of karma for making Doom lose.
I'll have you know, I don't actually count super reacts as votes.
Okay, good. Then
I never have. I've never counted super reactions as votes. So you don't have to worry about that. I like that when I type your name in on YouTube, there's just some channel with Zachary Binks that has no subscribers that pops up before yours. Because somebody grabbed the exact name before you. There we go. This is kind of why
I just said something I'm not regretting.
What?
In main chat.
What are you trying to warn me about, YouTube? Configure primary and backup, right? Comparison of the streams failed because one has an invalid configuration. Literally, how? Literally, like, all I remember doing with OBS last night was turning on some kind of setting in networking settings.
I regret nothing.
See.
Look in main chat.
Right, I think the only thing I did was just in network, I just toggled dynamically change bitrate to manage congestion. I think that's literally the only change I did. So, YouTube, you can shut up. Now what did you say in main chat? Come on, guys, we gotta get Ben to play Fruits. Rip and tear, motherfucker. Fruits wins the vote. I will sing whatever song is requested, no matter how fucked it is.
Look what I said. Look what I said.
Oh, boy.
Look what I said.
Oh, I can tell. I can tell it is going to be a bloodbath this week.
Emphasis on the bloodbath.
Yes. I can tell it is going to be a bloodbath in the server for the request game this week. All I know is that tomorrow I've got to sit down and see if I can get Fruits of Grisaya configured, get it working, and then I got to go out and see if I can find a copy of Doom 2016 at the game shop that I always go to.
I just stated
blatant facts
in the chat. I don't care.
Yeah,
Doom
I've
is
been
a quicker
playing.
game than
Yep,
Fruits.
Yep, I've been playing some quick games lately, but
Doom
I wanted to put a longer one
Doom
on
has
there.
less of a story than Fruits.
Yes, it does.
Because in Fruits, there's
And
multiple
I'm
routes,
up for both.
multiple choices. In Doom, it's just rip and tear through all the demons, get the guns, shoot everything.
Yep, and I'm up for both games. You know, whichever it is that ends up winning. I'm up for whichever ends up winning. That's all I'm gonna say.
And Caleb,
For months, years.
same thing with me here. But here's the thing. God of War. Ben needs to play God of War 3 first. And
Yeah,
then
I
he
know
can
I need
play
to play God of War.
2018
There's
and
there's a
Ragnarok.
lot of things I need to play. Trust me, have you seen how long my request list is?
I bet it's long.
Do you want me to count lines for you? So I can tell you how many
Sure.
games are on there? 39.
That ain't shit.
There are 39 games on the request list, and that's not even taking all of the mods that have been requested into account.
Caleb, I swear, I'm gonna break rules if you do this shit. I will break rules.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
that's
care.
just all the ones that I've written down.
I will break rules for Doom.
Time to pull out the big guns. Like I said, I think I started a bloodbath.
I will break some mod rules for Doom. I don't give a damn. Doom, all the way. I will rip and tear through all the frickin'...
Okay, well, YouTube's not yelling at me anymore, so I guess it
I will rip and tear through
figured
all the
itself
frickin'
out.
mod rules. I don't give a shit.
Hey, Cerberus! We're just talking about the
Cerberus.
war that I have
Cerberus, vote for
apparently
Doom.
started on the server.
Cerberus, vote for Doom. Vote for Doom, then Grisaya.
I will wear a unicorn hat and sing a song that's requested. Guys, by putting Doom and Fruits on the same poll, I think I may have started a war. Help.
You caused this.
The
Koneko,
the
vote
server.
for Doom.
The server. Before stream, I posted the next game request poll.
Vote for Doom, then Grisaya.
And I think I started a war.
Vote for Doom, then Grisaya.
Jizzy guy, if you're not part of the Discord server, I just put up a poll for next Thursday, my next requested game, because I do requested games every Thursday. And I think I started a war. I put Doom 2016 and Fruits of Grisaya on the same poll. And like I said, I think I've started a war.
Rip and tear to the woods, boys.
Add a number for me, play Doom. There's a QR code there for a reason. But yeah.
You're saying that Doom isn't culture? Go to hell.
Deltarune Monica cosplay. Oh my god. Y'all are crazy.
I am verbally fighting you, boy. Doom is cultured. Doom is cultured. Doom is more better than Fruits of Grisaya will ever
More
be
gooder.
gameplay-wise.
More gooder. Oh boy. Can we start the mod now?
Compared to, Fruits of Grisaya gameplay is shit compared to Doom.
Yeah, they're two very different kinds of games. It's comparing apples to oranges.
All you're doing in Fruits of Grisaya is pointing and clicking and reading dialogue.
I am very well aware of what I'm getting into, Zach. You do not
In
need
Doom?
to remind me.
You are ripping through intestines, shooting guns that literally point holes in planets.
Yes, thank you. I am well aware of what Doom is. Okay. Let's pick up where we bloody left off.
And plus, the soundtrack in Doom hits harder than Fruits will ever hit in its game time.
They're
I
very
stand
different
corrected.
kinds of games.
I do not stand corrected on this. Meg Gordon shreds. I don't care.
That I will give you.
Mick
I
Gordon-
feel bad
Mick
for what
Gordon
it did to him.
outplays- Mick Gordon outplays
Yep,
the Fruits team.
Yep, I feel bad for what it did to him.
Oh yeah, that was kind of shitty.
Yep. Like, I remember seeing the video on that, like, the fucking hour-long breakdown that, Young Yeah did on
DMC
that.
5.
Devil May
DMC
Cry
5.
5 is another game I considered. It's on the list. Like, Devil May Cry
I know
5
what
has
a good
been on the
soundtrack
list for
can
a
be,
while.
dude. I'm not that stupid. If I've seen games that have good soundtracks, I'm gonna refer to those games that have good soundtracks. It ain't shit compared to the Doom games.
What's up, factor within this math problem? Debombre, I have started a war. I have started a war in the Discord server.
Doom has been here longer. You're doing the exact same thing to me. Quit being hypocritical, buddy. Don't bring the original down to a level like that. You're bringing Doom to a level like that as well. Doom is more original than Fruits will ever be.
Check the poll. Debombre, if you want to understand what I'm talking about. If you're not part of the server, join the server. Also, I just got a gift from Koniko. But first, Koniko went and did a thing. Koniko made a thumbnail.
She did?
Yup, check it out. Koniko, you didn't have to do that, but you did it anyway. We need allies.
Imprudent, I swear to God. Vote Doom, then Fruits.
Okay. Yeah,
You should use that.
this
Use
stream
that
has kind of
in
devolved
Predator.
into, Caleb and Zach, warring for their, faction in the poll. I started a poll for the next game request.
I
and
mean
I
what I
put-
said in main chat.
I
If
put
Doom does
Doom
not
and
win
Fruits
this,
of Grisaya
if-
on the same poll.
I'm repeating my words. If Doom does not win this, I am not watching the rest of the Steins Gate or Fruits playthrough if it comes on.
What does Sansi said to me? Sansi's like, just Mike stare. Okay, Coco, what were the rest of the
It might
things
have
that
been
you
one of the
sent
best
me?
VNs you've ever played, but it's not the best video game you've ever played, boy.
Coco, what happened here? That's no good. That is no good. Fight me. Put him up. I love it. Choco. Doodle. Bad Halloween.
How long is this poll going for?
Tall, big brain, no shortcake.
I will do the impossible. I will do the impossible to make this happen.
Kumiko no like Choco.
Caleb, you signed up for this.
Oh my god. Are we even going to play the mod tonight? Is the whole stream just gonna be this now? Oh my god.
See all those people on the online list? I will DM them all to vote for Doom. Back down now before you regret it, boy.
Coco wants plug. Coco gets plug.
You doubt the abilities of pure bloodlust.
Did you make that as a joke? The thumbnail, or did you care if I use that? I'm gonna vote for
you have
cooking
no
companions.
idea.
That sounds cool. Yeah, it's neat. It's a VN that somebody put on the request list. I checked it out on Steam and it looks pretty neat.
Cerberus, where is your vote? Put it in for Doom. Rabid! He's probably gonna vote Grisaya.
I'm just gonna send me. You're just gonna send me videos to react to. Visual novel. It's on Steam. You can find it there.
Is Doom gonna be in the future game votes?
You played through it, Imprudent? You thought it was meh? Well, it's on the request list, so it looked neat, so I put it on there.
Ben.
What happened?
Is Doom only gonna be on this poll?
After I put a game on the poll, I usually have it off for at least one, subsequent poll before I put it back on again. Because I don't like to repeat games when I put them on a poll, unless like nothing else just fits that time of the year, or like fits the mood that I'm going for the next game.
So Fruits is a freaking fall game.
I was just looking for something interesting to put on there for the last one, and that's what jumped out at me.
You put Doom against Fruits of Grisaya, a literal demon slayer, versus women who like to reveal their freaking clothing.
The cannibalism is wild. Huh? Put sex with Hitler on the next poll? No. No, you can't make me. You cannot make me.
Coming from a zombies enjoyer, I do not stand against this. Put Doom on your request list.
It is.
No,
$1,000 to play bloody sex with Hitler.
I've never played it, but that's mainly my view on every visual novel that has routes. You play routes, you see nude. There you go. Basic standpoint. Or you see death.
Are we even here to play Blue Skies at this point, guys?
You kind of started this.
I know that.
You started this.
I think we should start at some point. We're almost half an hour in already.
Sure. Let's go.
Okay. The anime is mid. Prove me wrong. Just a few days ago, I never would have thought that I'd look forward to an extracurricular so much. Yeah, me too. I wasn't too crazy about them.
Gameplay-wise, Doom's better. Reading-wise, Fruits of Grisaya is better. There. Now let's move on.
Yeah, like I said, they're two completely different kinds of games. Let's leave it there and move on. But here I am, back for another club meeting and anticipating new antics from everybody. Are you now? Katawa Shoujo? I still need to look into that one. The usual scene awaits me as I step into the club room.
I will get that God of War playthrough.
I know you will.
If Doom loses this, I am getting that God of War playthrough.
I forget. Were you doing Sayori or was I doing Sayori?
I was doing Sayori.
Alright, well, it's your line.
Hi, Ben.
Hey, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today.
Hold up. I was on the freaking stream on my browser.
Alright.
I can't laugh in high voice. I'm just not used to you being in the club, that's all.
Is that so? Well, it's nice to see you so cheery. Anyway, what's new?
I've got some exciting news.
Oh, do you? Hey, what's up?
Did you know that the student store sells the new brand of strawberry milk now?
Oh?
I saw it when I passed by on my way here.
Is that what it is?
What?
Katawa Shoujo? It's a game made by 4chan about dating disabled women, supposedly really good.
What the hell?
That is not what I expected. I should have known better to expect actual news from Sayori. I don't think I've tried that yet. I don't know, strawberry milk's usually too sweet for me. Lily, what's gay? What is gay, Lily?
What? but it goes great with melon bread.
Sayori, you could eat a packet of raw sugar and you'd still say it's not sweet enough.
Hey, that's an exaggeration. Seriously though, it goes really well with bread.
Uh-huh.
Milky sweet, but it has that unique tart strawberry flavor that's eased by the richness of the milk.
Uh-huh.
Only Sayori would cock up a metaphor like
Everything. Imprudence says. Oh, jeez.
And when you pair that with a fresh bread, the sweetness is spread out even more so that it just has the right amount of flavor.
Wow, when did you become Gordon Ramsay?
I'm just a food expert, so you could trust me on this.
Sayori, a food expert? Oh, I don't think I buy that. I mean, given how many snacks you eat every day, I don't doubt that you know your food well.
Caleb, everything you're sending in the main chat is just cool looking, but I'd rather just rip and tear through intestines.
I'm gonna take that as a compliment, you meanie.
He is going absolutely nuts. So I'm a meanie for giving her a compliment.
Anyway, aren't you hungry now? Talking about food always makes me hungry.
Now that you mention it, maybe a little.
Great, let's go to the student store and buy snacks together then.
Oh, now I see what she's playing at. I raise an eyebrow and Sayori notices.
Ben, why are you looking at me like that?
Well, Sayori, I have a nagging suspicion that
Jeez, bro.
you're only trying to convince me to come because you don't have any money. And you just want me to buy you a snack?
What? I would never do that.
Bet.
Surely.
Okay, let's see your purse then.
Nani.
Huh?
Your purse. Let's see it. She laughs awkwardly as she pulls out her purse. She opens with it.
She opens with
Yeah,
it.
she opens it and dumps its
desk.
contents onto the desk. Oh boy. 2 small coins fall out. Disc. This little ruse might have actually worked had Sayori not pulled it on me numerous times when we were younger. The amount of times she managed to trick me into buying her another ice cream. I guess some things never change. Nice try, Sayori.
Instantly voted for the coffin game. What is that? Did he vote? He voted! Yes!
Oh my god! Jesus! Music is finally coded in. Nice, Sansi. You are now going to play Eternal and forget about coding until the morning. Well, have a good one, man. Yes,
I'm busy.
Good to the night.
I'm busy going against the war.
I know you are.
No fair. How did you know?
Now wouldn't you like to know? Let's just call it intuition. In response, she sticks out her tongue at me. It's
In the
typical.
words of one of the lines of my mods, I'm just more Sayori prepared than you.
Yep, that we are. Yuri giggles. I didn't even notice she was eavesdropping. Looking over in her direction, I catch her peeking over the top of a book. I wasn't listening or anything. Baka. It was just... This is something in my book.
Surely.
Yuri. Tell that to let me borrow some cash.
That's none of my business, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. It's shameful. It's shameful to manipulate people into doing or buying things for you. Wow, isn't that a little harsh? I'm only messing around with Sayori.
I'm not calling you
after all.
Drew being fans uncultured. I'm calling your taste uncultured because gaming isn't all about visual novels. You know this better than I do with DMC and every other game you've played, Caleb.
Did I just... I didn't mean that! That came out much harsher than I intended. Sorry, I just... Well...
Everything about Doom is just better than fruits.
Yuri blushes in embarrassment, looking away from us while playing with a strand of her hair. I apologize for how I've been acting lately.
Freedom of speech.
It looks like she still might be a bit ashamed of how she acted yesterday.
Oh, sorry. Oh, shit.
Nope, it's all good.
You know, it's okay to be honest sometimes.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
You should always keep things that bother you to yourself.
No, you really shouldn't.
That's... There's no way you could think that after...
I am sorry. I am going through a bit of a war. I'm kind of revolutioning about this
yeah,
shit.
you don't have
So
to
hold up.
you don't have to remind
You're
me.
right now.
I am well
You're
aware
right
of
now.
what I started tonight.
Nice job, dumbass.
I did not expect this. I did not expect this. Yes, thank you, Koneko. Yeah. Cooking companions just overtook fruits. I did not expect that. Yeah, now is the perfect time to join the server, guys. If you want to be part of the war for Doom versus Fruits, now's the time to hop in the server. I'm sure you would. I'm sure you would, Lily. You were right, though. I shouldn't trick people into buying me things. Funny how your 10-year-old self didn't see it that way.
Damn.
Yuri lets out a laugh, covering her mouth with her hand. Even the way she laughs is so shy and proper. Is this mischievous behavior something Sayori used to display as a child then? Oh, excuse me. Oh yeah, that's that song my mate was telling me about at work. Oh yeah. Although back then I fell for it time and time again. You wouldn't believe how much candy Sayori managed to con me out of. Now Cooking Companions is tied with Doom. How is this happening? Yeah, just remember, you got all week to vote. I swear, if we have a bloody three-way draw for the request poll this week, I will just be done. The Koneko Revolution. Wah! Don't make me out to be so sneaky, Ben! But it's true, you are sneaky. I'm just gonna take over because Zach is fighting a war. Although those candies were so good. I'm surprised, Sayori. Coming from you, I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? What's going on here? Oh, right, Blue Sky's Monica. I forgot. Oh, nothing much. Sayori here was just up to some mischief. Oh? Yeah, she tried to trick me into buying her a snack. Hey! That's not true! Yes, it is. Monica smiles wryly and turns to me. I'm assuming this isn't the first time. Well, you'd be right. We all share a little chuckle at that. Oh, everybody except Sayori. Hey, you guys are being really mean. Okay, we're sorry. But you did bring this on yourself. Yeah, I know. Yeah, but in my defense, I am really hungry. Well, Natsuki
I'm sorry to bring you into this, Ben, but I kind of roasted you for a second.
Yes, I am well aware of my upbringing in the mode that I have spent like 5,000 hours playing over the years. That doesn't mean, I'm gonna immediately, go for the shooter.
I know.
This ain't just about what I play
you
anymore. Because trust me, if I was still just doing what I want to do, I would be playing the bloody Killing Floor 2 event and doing more Endless until the No Tomorrow over the weekend. But that's not what I'm about anymore. Your argument is just but doomed, though. I love that. No, because then we get neither of the games he wants. I will be surprised if Zombie or Cooking Companions wins, because that'll be a shocking upset in my opinion. If you're really that hungry, you can have this if you want. She offers up a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori immediately snatches it out of her hands. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you! Aw, she hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. She clasps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki then takes a bite out of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, though, Natsuki. Can I try it? Oh, jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? That's always just like the calmest roast ever. I love that line. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Gestures just coincides in Hebrew. What the hell? Oh, fine. Still, I'm really happy you shared this one with me. She gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Jeez, I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. She suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. That was probably unconscious. Hey, did you seriously just do that? Ooh. Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and Monica and I laugh. Oh, jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori to quit taking my stuff? Sayori, you know you shouldn't do something like that without permission. Monica scolds Sayori. I know. I'm sorry, Natsuki, but it was so good. I should just take like a screenshot of the main chat and just post a community tab picture being like, what have I done? That's kind of the theme of tonight's stream. What have I done? Hey! Everyone but Natsuki chuckles. These things happen a lot, Monica? A little bit too much, to be honest. Don't worry, it's all in good fun.
Ben,
What?
if you play Doom, that'll be my birthday present.
Is that right? Good fun is teasing each other from time to time, not stealing food. Oh, calm down. It's no big deal. It was a cookie. She pouts in her seat. Everyone calms down and returns to their normal activities. Sarah's already managed to finish the entire cookie. Meanwhile, Natsuki gets up and heads for the closet. While Yuri's already lost in her book. Ben! What? Sayori, what? Okay, Caleb is making his case in main chat for bloody fruits. Okay, I can't ignore this. He's been saying, if fruits wins the poll, this is why y'all gotta be part of the server. He'll sing any fucking song you want in this hat. God damn it. Jesus Christ. Everybody's gonna wake up tomorrow just look at the server and be so confused.
It's a tie between freaking cooking companions and fruits. Well, not fruits, but
Yup,
Doom.
I noticed that. I need to get some stuff from another classroom. Alright, let me know when you're ready to take over. Can you
It's
come
gonna
with
be a
me?
bit.
Stuff? What stuff? Well, you know how the festival's right around the corner. Monica's gonna make some posters to advertise it. So we'll need to get some crayons, some markers, some glue sticks, that kind of stuff. Ah, right. Yeah, I'll come with you. Yay! We'll be back real soon, Monica. Like, I'm just gonna show you all the chaos that is main chat right now, real quick. I didn't think people wanted to see me play games this badly, but, like, just look at this. Look at this! This is all because of the poll that I bloody posted. I did not think y'all cared this much about what game I play. Oh man, I don't know my own power sometimes. You seem quite excited about this, Sayori. Of course I am. It's so much fun exploring empty classrooms. Isn't that right, Ben? Monica laughs and nods at us. Okay, just don't forget the poster paper. I won't. Ready, Ben? Uh-huh. Let's go. Oh, wow, that was... I think they forgot to add a transition there. I follow behind as she hums and skips around the hallway. Honestly, feels like I'm taking a kid to the mall or something. Sayori finds pleasure in the simplest of things sometimes. Everything is like an adventure to her. Hey Sayori, what exactly are we doing for the festival anyway? I'm not sure how you would make an event out of literature. Monica and I have it all planned out. Don't you worry. So that's so. Yup. We're gonna do a poetry performance. Performance? Of what kind? Well... Tractor Zack abusing his privileges. I'm aware of what I started, imprudent. I'm aware of what I started. Well, everyone is gonna take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems. Ah, that sounds... Well, not exactly boring, but will people be that interested? Ben, you're not thinking about it the right way at all. It's not just about reading poems, it's about performing them. Like you say the lines of the poem, like, between my feet, the last remaining flower beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moment between my fingers. But to what end have I summoned this joy? For now when I look in every direction, the once prosperous field before me is but a barren wasteland! Like that! Who this? Absolute chord. Okay, we got Chronic and we got Tom. Bloody absolute chord in the server.
These are alt accounts of Caleb, in spite of me. Should that be a rule?
What, about alt accounts?
Yes. Because I already know these are alt accounts in spite of me.
Is that right?
Yep.
They're good. Nope. What have I done, guys? What have I done? This is just pure chaos now.
You started this.
Yeah. I'm aware of what I've done.
Everything is all your fault.
I did not expect this. I did not expect this.
Alright.
Wow,
All right,
Sayori. I had no idea you had that in you. Huh? What do you mean? I've just never heard you talk like that before. No, it's not a bad thing. It was really
All right.
good. It's just a big contrast from your bubbly self. I'm sure Yuri or Monica would really appreciate it too. I've been working super hard on that poem, so it's good to know you liked it. I'm excited
Well,
for the
it looks
festival.
like I'm not going to be joining any more visual novel playthroughs. Nice job. Congrats.
Well, since we're acknowledging those are alts of Caleb, I'll have to think about how that's going to affect the vote.
Disheartened games. Yeah.
Not just because we'll get to eat loads of stuff like Natsuki said. Hey, meanie. No, not just because of that. Oh, Jester joined the chat. Verify Lily's account. Oh my god, everybody coming in. Everybody is hopping in. Yay, Brutes is winning. It's a tie. Again.
Good.
Hey, Ben. This classroom here is empty. I think we'll find what we need in here. Let's start our mission. Strange choice of words for someone going into a classroom to get art supplies. But hey, that's Sayori in a nutshell. Living in her own little world. Her childlike enthusiasm is infectious, and it brings about a special feeling I forgot I had in me. Some kind of innocent sense of wonder, where even the most mundane of tasks are quests, and walking down the classroom is a magical journey. Well, keep in mind, y'all got until next Thursday to decide the vote. The two of us enter the classroom. Sayori heads straight to the closet and I follow. Let's see what we have in here.
I swear,
Crayons!
if Fruit wins... If
Sayori
Fruit
pulls
wins...
out a box full of crayons from the shelf.
I've
They're
already
the
done
best
one of the things I've already...
crayons, too.
I've already done one of the things I've already said I'm gonna do. I took off all the rolls. I took off all the rolls.
They're kind of dirty,
Besides
though.
the important ones.
She starts pulling out various crayons from the box, reading the color names. Okay.
If Fruit
one
wins,
down.
I am muting the server until you finish the playthrough. I am muting every channel, every ping, until you finish the playthrough. I am not moderating at all until you're done.
Oh my god. Don't get distracted. We still need to Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color. Fine, fine. Can you move over so that I can look for poster paper? I dropped one by accident. Ow! Sayori bends over and smacks her forehead right into the shelf. Damn it! She falls to the floor and the crayons spill all over her lap. Ow, 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 ow. Are you okay, Sayori? My forehead. She clutches her forehead. What happened? Did you cut it? Is it bruised? Or... No, nothing like that. I think I just bumped it. Can't help but let out a chuckle. This is such a typical thing to happen to Sayori. It's almost like she's got clumsy written across her forehead, which fittingly enough is where she hurt herself. Hey, why are you laughing, you meanie? Sorry, I'm not laughing at you or anything, it's just, this is so typical of you. What's that meant to mean? Nothing, let me see your forehead. Since Sayori is sitting on the floor, I grab her by the waist and pull her out of the closet. You have to move your hands, Sayori. But it hurts. Yep, Base game CG. Be gentle, I promise. It won't hurt. She slowly releases her hand from her forehead. Gently brush her bangs to the side. Ow! Sorry. There's a huge red mark on the center of her forehead. A bump is starting to form as well. Ah, don't worry. It's not that bad. But it really hurts. Her whimpering triggers a really strong protective instinct I didn't know I had. Here, I'll get you some ice. It'll keep the swelling down and it should relieve a bit of the pain. Just stay here, okay? I'll be back as soon as I can. Actually, where would I find some ice? Think, Ben. Think! Got it! Cold drink should do the trick, because that's totally the same thing as a bag of ice. Totally. Are you sure? You don't have to. I think I make a great unicorn. Even wincing from pain, Sayori makes a silly joke. I'm sure you'll make a great unicorn, but I think I prefer you as a human. Aww, but uniforms are so cool, though. Anyway, I'll be right back, okay? Okay. I pat her on the shoulder and run out into the hallway. I locate the nearest vending machine. What should I get? Guess it doesn't really matter because she won't be drinking it. But I know Sayori likes apple juice, so I purchased that one. Just a moment, I'm already returning to the classroom where I left her. She has one palm on her forehead and is using the other hand to clumsily scoop crayons back into the box. At least they were already in the wrong spots before I spilled them. Here you go. I hand Sayori the bottle of apple juice. It's nice and cold. She opens the cap and starts drinking from it. What are you doing? It's for your forehead, dum-dum. I forgot. Just like I forgot to make a thumbnail tonight. Steins Gate is absolute. I can't wait to play more of that tomorrow. Seriously, you all gotta be at the server right now. The bloody server is just in pure chaos right now because of what I've done. I asked earlier, but do you care if I use that? Do you care if I use that? Because I like to be sure. How hard did you hit your head? Oh, here we go. Now it's back down to 656 with 1 vote for zombie. The teacher's coming or we'll get detention. She places the bottle against the bump on her head. Immediately her laughter subsides, replaced by a gasp of pain. Yeah. I was gonna have to take those into consideration when counting up the tally for the votes. Underskin says, I'm voting for the game that really matters. Zombie. Temporarily, he says. Now we're back to a 3-way tie. Oh, and now we got 2 votes for zombie. Oh, it stings. I know. I'm sorry. It'll feel better soon, though. I promise. Looks like you cleaned up most of the crayons, so that's good. Hey, Ben. This kind of reminds you of growing up, doesn't it? What do you mean? You know, how we used to play outside all the time? I would always try to keep up with you. You were kind of oblivious in some ways. Jester says I should just play all the games at once. Dude, do you know how chaotic that would be? Like, dude, the only way I could do that I'd have to somehow set up all 3 games on one overlay, like, you know, one on the main monitor, one on the upper monitor, and then one on the PlayStation, and then somehow figure out a way, you know, to broadcast from the PlayStation and the computer at the same time and fit them all on one layout. Like, holy shit. Do it, you won't? No, because I don't even think that's possible. Like, I usually fell behind or had trouble climbing on things like you did. Sometimes when I tried to do things I couldn't, I'd get myself hurt. I'd fall and scrape myself, get a bump, and I would start crying. You would rush over as quick as you could. You would try really hard to get me to stop crying. It was almost like you blamed yourself and were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out, even though it really wasn't your fault at all, you know? Ah, I remember those days. You were always so clumsy. Oh my god! I know Rabbits was gonna do that one as a joke. The fucking vote for... Wait 9 months. God damn. Then I guess not much has changed. Hey, I did this deliberately, you know. Huh? I've always wanted to be a unicorn. This has to be perhaps the least believable excuse I've heard in a while. The fucking popcorn thing. That's just me. Okay. Guess I've never really been on the graceful side. I did always feel bad whenever you got hurt when we played together. Looking back, I should have been more mindful of what you could and couldn't do. I guess it's the same here. If I hadn't rushed you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hurt yourself. My mother was right. She'd scold me after you got hurt, always telling me I had to be more careful around you. Ben? Don't feel bad about it. It's my own fault for being so clumsy. Besides, even if I got hurt, those times are still my favorite memories of us. It also made me realize how thoughtful you are. I wasn't thoughtful at all. I just got you hurt. What is it at now? Fruits is currently winning. No, that's not what I mean. You're always looking out for me. Even after all these years, you always rush to help me. No matter what the situation, you're always there to reassure me and make me feel safe. I really don't do this kind of thing all the time. It's just around you. It feels natural, I guess? I just do it subconsciously. Before I even know it, I'm treating you like that. Guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long. I didn't know if I've told you this before, but I'm really grateful we're friends, Ben. I'll admit, I kinda missed you over the years. You used to hang out a lot. I was surprised when you approached me the other day. I wasn't really sure what to make of it all at first. Motorcycle. But as we got to hang out in the club, share poems, and walk home, I realized that nothing had really changed. Do you think we'll be like this forever, Ben? As much as I want to say yes, there's no telling how life will be for us during college or even afterwards. Still, I can be positive, though. I sure hope so, Sayori. It's been this long already, right? Can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up. Oh, Rabbit, a man of culture, I see. The fucking Days Gone gif right there. Rock the fuck on, Rabbit. Bro, fucking loved that game. I think I read somewhere that's a sign of friendship that's built to last. Yep, I need to do another playthrough of that game sometime, because I never did all of the hordes and stuff, but I did pretty much everything else. Maybe I'll do New Game Plus.
You gotta play Doom Eternal.
I'm aware of what I have to do. Don't remind me. I have too many things on my to-do list.
Which one so this is Doom 2016. Will you play Doom Eternal if Fruits wins?
It's on the request list. Everything on there gets played at some point. Well, as long as I'm still doing channel stuff.
Because if you play Doom and then Doom Eternal, if Fruits wins, or God of War, I will happily vote for Fruits. I will put in my vote. That's my only negotiation.
I think I read somewhere. So here's the hoping, right? I already read that. I hope so too. I'm so happy.
Caleb?
Sayori has a whimsical expression in her eyes. No comment, imprudent. No comment. We remained silent for a moment. Who'd have guessed such a simple action to get some crayons would have resulted in such a heartfelt moment? And then again with Sayori, it's impossible to tell. Anyway, I guess we should go back. Like I said when we brought this up last time, I have some standards, damn it. I don't want to worry Monica, you know. Good luck with that. Yeah, we've been here following the chaos in the server for quite a while, so, honestly, the stream kind of got hijacked by the server tonight. Like, holy shit. She's gonna see your forehead either way. Not if I hide it under my bangs. She hops to her feet. She clutches her forehead again. Sayori, don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself. Oh, sorry. Well, I guess it's too late now. Anyways, let's go. I follow Sayori out of the classroom. Yeah, I'm just real. All y'all vote for whatever all y'all want to vote for. Sayori plays with her bangs to try to hide the bump, but without much success. In a moment, we make it back to the club room. Ah, you're back. Yeah, sorry, if only you could see the chaos that is unfolding in the server right now. Good timing. I was just about ready to start with sharing poems. Sayori, your forehead. I was playing with the crayons and smacked my forehead into the shelf. Oh, are you okay, Sayori? We gotta change the name of that. Just bloody E. Yeah, I'm fine. Ben got me a nice cold drink. Right, okay. Glad you're okay, Sayori. Did you get everything we needed? Uh-huh. I have it She frantically glances around herself. I'm just imagining her hopping around in place. Like, what? I forgot all the stuff. Calm down, Sayori. I have it all right here. Found the poster paper, too. Sounds like you ended up doing all the work, Ben. Ah, well, Sayori. I failed to come up with an excuse for Sayori. I made it an adventure! Yes, you did. Yeah, that. Okay. In any case, good work. If I just started playing BO3, would anybody notice?
Yes,
I'll start working on the posters tonight. Thanks, you two. Okay, everyone. Are you ready to share poems? I guess I should grab mine. For making sure the crayon box is closed tightly, I return to my seat. Alright, we'll just go in order. Hi again, Ben. I'm trusting that the club's been doing you well. Same answer as yesterday. Okay, I gotta bust out the copium.
Breathe it in.
That's nice to hear. Okay. So how's the writing going? Alright, I guess. Just alright, Oh my god, we are escalating to new extremes in the server. Caleb is straight up just like, I'll send you free hentai. What are you all doing for this game request? This is insane. That is the story of the stream tonight. That is the story of the stream tonight, guys. Oh, I swear, you people of the future watching this are gonna be so confused watching this. Because you're just gonna be seeing me popping into the Discord server while all this is happening and just being like, what the hell happened on this day? Because I don't even know what's going on. Seriously, this is so ridiculous. No, I guess I should say that it's revolutionized my world and brought color into my previously lifeless, colorless life, I think you mean. You mean for the next vote, because it's like, you know, I do a series on the game until, you know, I meet a criteria, so, you know, like playing through one of the routes. So, yeah. Well, I say that, but the club, if not the poetry, really has made my days more interesting. We have an update, ladies and gentlemen. He's busted out the guitar. The Jack Daniels guitar. Oh my god. Oh, pulling out all the stops. Pulling out all the stops. Okay, can it with the sarcasm, mister. Not a fan, huh? At least you're not hating it though, right? No, I'd say it's been an interesting experience. If you're watching this within the next week, just vote for whatever you want in the poll if you're part of the server. If you're not, the QR code's on screen. You have seen the chaos you're missing out on. War! You know what they say about war? War. War never changes. Ego and nothing else. We are men. Gives me a new hobby. I'm happy that you're applying yourself at least. Men, we don't know what we did. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. Don't. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Me watching all this. Oh, dude, is that Weiss? Is that Weiss, or does that just look like Weiss? It's probably somebody else. Wanted to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give Monica my poem. Alright. I can see that you put in some good effort there. Very sincere poem once again. And very similar to Sayori's poetry. You might still have more in common with her than you think. Maybe. It's easier to write about from my heart when I'm thinking about nostalgic things. Easier to write about things from my heart, I think you meant? So that might be it. Ah, writing poetry while wearing rose-tinted glasses then? Well, it's not like I do it intentionally. That's just how my brain works. I mean, even if you did, there's nothing wrong with that. Poetry can be seen as another way to express your inner emotions. A way that you can use when ordinary prose can't quite describe what's in your mind. Koneko sent a Frontiers clip. What happened? Been there, done that. Oh my god. Guys, this is some real shit right here. That is the worst when that happens. I feel that. I feel that. Still no change on the poll. So writing about how your long-lost childhood friend makes you feel is just as valid as, say, writing about how the human condition is inherently full of conflict. Koneko, I see a clip with Amy in the thumbnail. What is that? What have you got for me? I'm guessing that the latter is more of a Yuri poem. You might think that, but actually a style like Sayori's could still fit that theme just as well. Really? How do you figure? Well, first off, have you ever heard of the poet Robert Frost? Robert? What the hell am I saying? Guys, I'm telling you the Discord server is rotting my brain right now. Because I just have it open on the side with the game window, and oh my god, it is pure chaos. I think
If
I
Caleb's
have.
still listening,
Probably in an English class somewhere.
I will do it. I will compromise if God of War wins the next vote.
Yes, take me to a Pack-a-Punch machine, Caleb. I do want brain rot. I wouldn't be surprised if you learned about him in class. He's an incredibly famous American poet after all. Anyway, it's easy to recognize his poetry, since he always used classic meters and tons of monologues and dialogues. Okay, copium again. Normal sprite. He was also pretty fond of themes centering around nature in New England. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that doesn't really sound anything like Sayori's poetry. No, you're actually right. She doesn't have the lyricism that Frost has, and not too many of their themes intersect. Okay, back to normal blue sky sprites. I guess that's the mood of the poetry. I guess that the mood of the poetry is what strikes me as similar. Both of them write incredibly sincere and powerful poems, even though they aren't mind-bogglingly complex or anything. And although their poems may seem to be about one thing at first, with another read-through you might find that there's actually a deeper meaning behind the words. That does sound a bit more like Sayori's poetry. Is she really that deep? Ben, you shouldn't underestimate Sayori. In fact, why don't you ask her for another look at her poetry? Then you'll see what I mean. Okay. I'll talk to her about it sometime. But in the meantime, do you want to show me your poem now? I think it's about time we let your poem shine. Sure thing, Ben. I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Let's take a look. Okay, now I'm gonna play some bloody clips on the Discord here. Okay, we got quite a few of them.
I made this myself.
Ah, so it's a meat burger. An A-me burger.
Okay, now that's just
Yeah, I
forced.
took the original name and then I put a clever twist on it using your name.
Yeah, clever. I thought it was clever, Sonic.
Fuck you, Tail.
That ending got me.
Sleep, my large rocky friend, and dream of large gravelly girl monsters.
What the fuck? I don't remember that episode. Then we got the bloody Sonic 2 movie clip. I still need to go watch that. So I'm gonna save that one. Oh jeez, guys.
For 3 minutes, I will put my vote in for fruits.
Now I see a bloody guy in a Batman mask and I'm scared. Pressurized. I float there, in vast hollow emptiness, large but small, grandiose and overwhelming, yet a dust mote. Drifting, meandering, carried along, an endless void. But then I realize, my eyes open, bloodshot, my mouth opens, gasping for breath in this crushing, suppressing, restraining, boundless, everlasting, suffocating vacuum of torment. Atmosphere, Pascal, Tor, screaming with no mouth, stretching, restraining, unrelenting, clawing with no nails, disintegrating in a suffocating poem of absence.
For 3 minutes. For 3 minutes.
It's even more abstract than your last one, huh?
And
Really,
check
you're
polls.
Freeform 2, if that's what you call it. I noticed. I guess it's just the way I write.
Breathe in the copium.
I am. I'm sorry if you don't like it.
No.
No, I never said that.
Short-lived.
It's the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. The other girls don't do this stuff nearly as much as you, at least. Yeah, you could say that they're a bit more traditional when it comes to their structure. But I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. It fragments everything and leaves a dissonant tone with the reader. I see. I guess there's a lot of things you can do with poetry. Uh-huh. Definitely. Poetry is very much an art form, like many things. You're meant to craft poems using never-before-seen combinations of words to interpret the world around you. You really love poetry, don't you? Maybe you should write a poem about poetry someday.
Jesus Christ, the Act 1 syndrome.
I know. That's not a bad idea.
I don't even know what that is. The Book of Mormon.
The Book of Mormon. Cue the JonTron clip. Oh, what's going on here? I don't know it's alright to eat those guys. Better just check the bro bowl. Make sure that's okay. What's going on here? I know it's alright to eat those guys. That's not a bad idea. Anyway, it's still hard for me to tell what your poem's about. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling. Okay. Or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? Now, we've all had to experience that at this point with the poetry discussion and all. But it can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. If you find other people who enjoy writing, though, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's so much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. Yeah, it's definitely more helpful getting real criticism and feedback rather than just empty words. I guess I've really hit the mother lode with the literature club. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, Yuri. I'm sorry if I've offended you? Huh? I've said that Sayori's writing style wasn't the best, but it seems you prefer that style to mine. So in a way, I was saying that your writing style is bad as well. Yuri, that's a bit of a leap. If you can forgive me, Yuri, it's okay for you to have an opinion. That doesn't make you evil. I should have known this would happen. If I try to prepare my words, I just sound awkward and weird. But if I speak my mind, I come off as unfiltered and people dislike me anyway. It's not that, Yuri. So please, don't force yourself to be around me. I know this is what Monica wants. But it's clear that you'd be happier if you spent more time around the others. Please. You don't have to pity me. It's okay. Besides, I have my books with me. They'll never abandon me or leave me alone. They're all I've ever needed anyway. Yuri, don't talk like that. Yuri shows a plaintive smile before turning around and heading back to her own desk. I really didn't mean to upset her, but no matter what I say, she won't listen to me. She really seems to think I hate her, although that couldn't be further from the truth. All I can do is accept that that's how she is. If she wants to be alone, I'll have to respect that request and leave her be. Huh. Well, not bad, but not good. Honestly, it's just like your first poem. Yeah, I did kind of try to write it like my first one. Although I did attempt to make it a little bit better. Well, mission accomplished, I guess. Still, same things as last time. Try to make it more creative. It's just kind of bland as it is. Duly noted. Oh yeah, I should probably show you mine. Here. I don't get it. I don't get why people will hate on good rhymes. They act like it's dumb and a waste of their time. I don't diss their free verse or deep subject types. Be dark all you want. Just keep in your gripes. Oh sure, you can tell me if you have a problem. Just keep it constructive and things will be awesome. I'd like you to know that our readers will differ. There's no best style, you smug old glue sniffer. Oh damn! My poems may be simple and often straightforward, but charm can be found in such whimsy and order.
I think this poem is like a call out to Yuri.
Oh, it is. Absolutely. Not all poems can be as complex as you'd like. If you think otherwise, you can go take a hike.
Yep.
What about kids or the elderly too? Some read for fun, I guess, unlike you. Damn! Roasted! Let us just
Natsuki,
go
the new Eminem.
and enjoy what is written. You won't like it all, that much is given. But give things a chance. You might find something nice. Just open your mind and that will suffice.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, she's straight spitting facts like Eminem here. Good lord.
You only get one shot. Do not miss a chance to blow.
Now I need to hear Natsuki do that song.
Lose yourself. Lose yourself.
Now I need to
Natsuki
hear a
cover.
Natsuki AI cover of that song. Somebody make it happen. I started a war in the Discord server tonight. Somebody make it happen. So, what do you think? I mean, it's well written at least. Not really sure how I should confront Natsuki about this.
Check what I said in main chat.
I see. I have it open on the side. But to say that she still holds a grudge from yesterday would be an understatement. God forbid you receive this poem. Well, that's a given. But yeah, you could say I was inspired. It really felt good to pound out these lines. I could tell, yeah, Jesus. The Book of Mormon is like the Bible, by the way. Yeah, I know what it is. Jester, I see you posted that in chat.
You're saying that like I go to church.
Poetry's an amazing emotional outlet, you know. Yeah, I know another thing that's also a great emotional outlet. It's a shortcut on my desktop that I'm eyeing up right now. Uh-huh. Fair. Anyway, I can't wait to show Yuri this poem. Wait, hold on. What? Natsuki, do you really think that showing her this poem is a good idea? You're really going at her throat with this. Don't you think you should work out your issues with her? Yeah,
No.
well, she never tries to see things my way, so why should I? I think that's the wrong way to go about this. Relationships are a
I'm giving
two-way street.
Caleb a compromise. I'm giving Caleb a compromise here.
Yep, Fruits has taken the lead with
Yep,
cooking
because
companions over there.
Yep. Because guess what? I compromised. I put my vote in and took my vote out. But I can
Yep.
change that very easily.
Yep. Listen, I just make the polls. You all decide what gets played. It's the request series for a reason.
I make
I
the
just-
wars.
I
You all,
just-
you all continue them.
Yep. I just make the polls. You all pick the games. If you want a real answer. Oh, this should be fun.
Caleb.
Well, if people have to work to make things right, why don't you try being the bigger person and just talk to her first? But I already know that she's not going to try. She's always just so preoccupied, looking complicated and smart. It's clear to me she doesn't care if anyone can understand her.
I'm genuinely sorry for not paying attention to the mod.
That's alright. I knew what I started tonight. And yes, I see you watching all of this and just rolling your eyes. I see you up there.
Mine's asleep.
I've always got my money with me.
Also,
I asked her to put on a
in
hoodie
about
though
4
because
minutes.
it's like bloody 30 degrees outside my house right now.
in about it's 30 degrees.
Yeah.
What's,
It's probably
what's your
colder
current-
where
what's
you
their
are.
Current temperature? What's your current temperature?
I don't know. I'd have to pull it up on my phone. But when I was leaving work, it was 30 degrees.
It's 21.
Ah, I kind of figured it would be lower where you are.
We literally have God's calm on our mountains.
Yup, I'm sure. You can't understand her if you don't even try. I'm just surprised because, it's late October, yeah. I'm like,
It's October.
I was expecting
This
it
always
to drop.
happens.
Yeah, I was expecting the temperature to drop tomorrow, not today, because that's what I saw in
And
the
then-
forecast a few days ago.
And then here's me living in the mountains.
Yup. Then there's just you.
And then
You can't understand her if
snow.
you don't even try.
God's dandruff just comes on down. He's got a hair problem. He hasn't showered for weeks. He wants to shed it on the earth.
Yup. That's what my buddy Oreo used to say all the time in middle school.
God's
Whenever we were
dandruff.
after school, yep, he would call it God's dandruff. Wow, dude, fucking Rabbit
Shit.
got scammed.
Damn.
Bruh.
Bruh.
That is ridiculous.
I haven't read chat since all of this mainly started.
Yeah,
Like in the midway, I just stopped looking at chat.
Trust me, you haven't missed much. Chat has been pretty quiet. And honestly, I was tempted to just put the Discord server up. But it looks like things are finally settling down. Oh, hi, Cujo. Boy, you're coming in right at the end of the chaos here. like seriously, the last hour and 45 minutes have just been pure chaos. Ever
Man.
since I made the poll in the server. Like you have no idea if you haven't been watching it.
Yeah, I can easily just change the vote. I'm holding this hostage. I'm holding this compromise hostage.
Sure. So Cujo, what's new with you? She might speak
Because
using a more
Fruits-
complex vocabulary, and she might have
Fruits
more mannerisms
is
that seem strange to you. But from
Fruits
what I've
is at
seen of
A.
the both of you, she's more similar to you than you might think.
It's at 8. Fruits is at 8 right now. I can just easily change that to 7, and then Doom's to 6.
Yeah, if you haven't voted for the game request poll, you should go do that. Because I started a war over that. Because of 2 of the games I put on there. Ugh, excuse me. Eh? That's... Are you judging a book by its cover right now?
Who says he'll play the Grisaya trilogy fully?
Yeah, the request was for Fruits of Grisaya, not the whole trilogy. You can't hold this grudge forever, you know. At least think of Monica and Sayori. Fine.
Had this in the first half, not
Won't
gonna lie.
show Yuri my poem. Are you happy? Won't be happy until you try to talk to her. She's not gonna bite, Natsuki. Ugh. Alright, I get it.
It's like me writing a very long text, but it's angry as hell, and then I come back to it 2 hours later and like, what the fuck did I write?
Yes, all in due time, Caleb. All in due time. I'll try to talk to her sometime. Thanks. You're gonna do the club proud. Shut it! Man, now I have to hide this poem away. I worked really hard on it, you know. You could easily turn the energy away towards more positive things, though, right? Yeah, I guess so. Ugh, I'm just frustrated that my poem's message missed the mark this time. You should always try to make something people can take a message away from. Remember that. Anyway, I'm gonna write a good one tomorrow. Sorry, I read that wrong. Excuse me. I'm gonna write good one tomorrow, so just you wait.
I'm gonna write good one. Okay. That's the title? Good.
I'm gonna write good one. Oh my god. Oh, that is rich.
That is very rich.
Alright, the best for last.
The bun.
The bun.
The bun with a gun.
Yup. Are you ready to take over?
Fuck it.
Okay.
Ben, your poems are seriously amazing. I can't believe you never told me how good of a poet you were.
Sayori, I'm really not that great. You're the only one who likes my poems this much.
Really? You telling me Yuri or Natsuki didn't love them?
Well, Yuri didn't think it was a bad poem, but she wasn't as positive as you are.
By the way,
I think
since
my
we're doing
style
the
really
Sayori
matches hers.
Since we're doing the Sayori route, I am not voicing the sex scenes.
Oh, that's fine. We'll get there when we get there. That's still a ways off from now.
Yep, we got a long way to go. Trust me, I know everything about this.
Yep.
We're not even a 16th there yet.
I know, we have a long way to go yet.
Oh, don't worry about her.
Also, how's my voice on this?
It's alright.
But it
I
can't
think
be
you're still
better.
on your phone. I think you're still on your
I'm not on my
phone,
phone.
right?
I'm on my PC. I'm on my headset mic.
Oh, never mind then.
This is my headset microphone.
Alright, yeah, it's alright. The S's sound kind of, weird though.
Okay, compare. I'm just gonna keep on saying a random ass sentence in this microphone, and then I'll switch.
She's got a super unique way of writing anyway. What about Natsuki?
Natsuki.
I think I like that one better.
This is my actual microphone without the covering, by the way. This is it with the covering. As you can probably hear, it cuts out.
Yeah, I think I like that better.
You like the covering better?
Either or, I don't notice much of a difference.
Because you can easily hear a difference.
Well, I get the impression that Natsuki is the least likely to admit how much she likes something. Yeah, no
Yep.
shit. I don't think it's that, though.
Huh?
I guess I'll be honest with you. I find it easier to write poems when I'm, thinking about our memories together.
Really?
Sounds a bit strange, doesn't it? I'm trying not to notice the blush that's crept up on Sayori's cheeks.
Even
I
though
don't
there
know.
isn't one even present. There's a
I
thing
feel like
called
my life's
NPC.
kind of boring. Like, whatever happens in it is just literally that. I definitely feel that sometimes. Whereas with you, well, whenever I look back on our memories, everything seemed to be such an adventure whenever you were around. That's the Sayori effect. Like when we went exploring in that forest near our house ages ago. You made it seem like it was an exciting adventure, kind of like we were both archaeologists or something. Whereas if I went there myself, I'd just think I was going for a stroll in a forest. I glance over at her. She has a faraway look on her face, wearing a wistful smile.
Yeah, I remember that. I was convinced there was a spooky trolls out there, though.
Aww. All the head pats for Sayori. That's exactly what I mean.
I think you can hear this, but let me take off my covering.
Whoa. You've got such a vivid imagination.
Can
And
you
I
hear
guess I
that?
could tap a little bit. And I guess I can tap into that imagination whenever I'm thinking
hitting my
about you.
microphone.
I could tell. Like I said, I don't really hear it too much though. We have this sort of connection. Yeah, I guess that's what I'm trying to say. And it's still there, even after all these years.
What about now?
I think I sort of understand what you mean. Can I ask a favor of you, Ben?
What's up?
Can I keep this poem? This is, the first time you've written something like this for me.
Sorry? I don't mean to be rude or anything, comma, but I didn't write it for you. But okay, you can keep it. I still don't think my poetry skills are anything special.
I can have it?
She's like, I can has?
Aww. And this is why she's my second favorite.
Yep, this is why she's the adorable one.
To be honest, to be factual, if I were to do a smash or pass list, it would be Monica, Yuri, Sayori, then Natsuki.
Fair enough. Fair
But
enough.
if I were to choose a favorite list, it would be Monica, Sayori, Yuri, and then Natsuki.
Mm-hmm. Fair
Depending
enough.
on the given situation, some places change, some stay.
Yep. Anyway, I still need to read yours.
Oh.
Oh, the best phase.
I totally forgot. It's nowhere near as good as yours, though.
Oh, come on. Let's see it. I'm sure I'll like it. Yep, here we go.
Bottles. Also, a little hint. This gets referenced again in the Sayori route.
Yep, I have like a vague memory of that.
It'll tell you.
Yep.
Isn't this a base game poem?
It is, so I'm not gonna
Yeah.
read it.
Alrighty. But this poem is actually like a very recognized poem in the literature community because of how deep it is. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I read like this one story of someone using this poem for like a creative writing assignment, and the teachers wanted to comfort the person.
I can believe it. Yeah. It's pretty dark when you think about it.
Yeah.
Very dark. So, yeah, honestly, if there is like a video of anybody like performing this in
I bet
their
there has
like
been.
creative
It's
writing
been 6
class
years.
for an assignment or something, I would love to see that.
Oh, by the way, now that you mention that, I am in a creative writing class.
Yep. I think you
So
mentioned
I could
that.
perform this.
Wow, Sayori.
I could perform it.
Didn't expect this at all. Did you really write this?
Of course I did. Remember, I said that I'd read the best poem ever yesterday.
You did.
Well, here it is.
It is.
Poggers.
After all, Monica's taught me a lot.
In like 10 years.
And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently.
So that's what this poem's about? Suppose that much was obvious. Unlike Yuri's or Monica's poems, theirs are relatively simple to figure out.
And
So,
since the topic of Doom has already been brought up,
The Doom Slayer.
So, if I've interpreted this correctly, you're basically doing everything you can to keep your friends happy?
yes. Right on the money.
You
Yup.
got it.
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoyed writing this one. Just getting your thoughts out onto paper and then turning them into a poem, it's like magic.
Well, I
In
think
the
it's
words of
amazing.
my,
You should be
in
really
the words
proud of it.
my, in the words of my creative writing teacher's college teacher, it's better to throw up on the page instead of thinking about it later.
Yep, exactly. Said just like Monica.
Yep. Actually, I'm going to use that line. Let me grab my notes.
Thank you, Ben. That means a lot. I didn't think it was that good, though. Yeah, it's great. Seriously. I can't help but notice that the latter half of the poem isn't quite as cheery. Yeah. In fact, it's somewhat alarming. Very dark contrast from the cheeriness I'm used to with Sayori.
I have crippling depression.
Yeah, I've not heard that one in ages. Maybe I'm looking into this a little too much, but the end of the poem is pretty dark.
Hey,
You said
that's pretty good.
you've been in touch with your feelings recently, so I'm just checking. Is everything okay?
Of course, silly.
Totally.
There is totally, definitely nothing wrong.
When you do low voice with that mic, I don't know why, but you sound like Billy Styler if you've ever watched any of his videos.
I don't even know who that is.
He covers a lot of horror content and does like breakdowns of it.
Imagine if I do Sayori's voice in tones.
That would be crazy.
Actually, I'll do it for this line now that I brought it up.
I forgot to tell you, I really like writing about bitter stuff.
Seriously, the resemblance is frightening. You played a bit of guitar? Nice.
Oh.
Yep, stuff that isn't just happy or sad. A mixture of the two. Yeah, that's what you go for. And you do it pretty damn well.
Yep. I can't really.
What's
And
up?
this poem shows what I mean.
I have to do it quietly.
Oh.
It's getting late.
Yeah, I
Which is why
know.
have to
It's
do
2
it quietly.
in the morning for me.
It's 12 in the morning. It's already. Oh shit. Oh balls. I just realized something.
Something happened?
The day marks me and Monica's 2-year anniversary.
Oh, it's that day? Well, happy anniversary, you two.
Poggers.
Yeah. I've been
I got
watching
some
main
sad.
chat for
I've got
a
some
while.
I've got some bittersweet news.
Well, oh yeah?
I gotta get off my PC for the night, but I can come back on my phone.
Alright, if that's what you want to do. I will leave it up to you.
I'm gonna come back on my phone because I want to get somewhere here.
Uh-huh, yeah.
Might not be able, even though I might not be able to voice act much, I still want to make progress on this mod because it's one of the best produced in years.
Oh yeah, even though I think this came out in what, like 2019?
2019, yeah.
Yeah, it holds up. Like from what I've seen of the later scenes, once we get past Act 1.
But it could use some touch-ups if it was being into a if it was turned later.
Oh yeah, if this got if this got a redux for today, oh man, it would be top tier.
Yep. And also, since I'm getting off my PC, and if Caleb's still listening, the compromise is on. So my vote's going to Fruits.
Came out in 2020. Okay, a bit later than I thought.
Yeah, came out during the pandemic.
I forgot about that. Ah, okay. That makes sense, I guess.
Also, Ben, funny numbers.
Yo.
Cooking companions and Fruits Cursai, look at the vote. Look at the vote numbers.
I haven't checked the poll in a bit because main chat's been quiet. Yeah, the disparity is growing. I see Brad has put his vote in. Oh my god, Brad is gonna be sick.
Ben, you're not getting the joke. Ben.
Yes, I get it. I saw. Yep. Hi, bruh. Let me just say, bruh, you missed 2 hours of absolute chaos. Brad, I don't know if you're on the stream yet, but help, I started a war in main chat. I started a war in main chat a couple hours ago.
Dumbass.
I'm glad you enjoy writing so much. I hope you keep it up. It's good to have a hobby. Of course, and hopefully you'll also stick with it. So I look forward to seeing all the poems you write in the future. Well, no guarantees there, but just from seeing the passion in Sayori's eyes, it's hard to be pessimistic. Okay, we finally got through the poem stuff. Progress has been so slow tonight because I'm too engrossed in what's happening in the server.
Yeah, this isn't gonna happen again.
No, definitely not. Decidedly not.
Because if this happens again, I'm just gonna ignore the chat. I'm just gonna ignore the server.
We're all done reading each other's poems, right? Actually, Natsuki and I haven't shared yet. Uh-oh. I feel a storm coming on. My bro in game, you ain't seen shit until you look at my Discord server tonight. You ain't seen shit, boy.
Nope.
Yuri hesitantly approaches Natsuki, who isn't meeting her eyes. Considering Natsuki's poem for today, it's no wonder that she doesn't want to share with Yuri. Yeah, because we convinced her not to do that, remember? You dunce. Everyone either says give it time, or that she's a toxic piece of shit.
To be honest, if I was Natsuki here, I would have just crumbled the poem and just thrown it away and then tried to write.
Judging by Monika's and Sayori's anxious expressions, they seem to be thinking along the same lines as of me. I can practically see Natsuki sweating pinballs. I've never heard that metaphor before, sweating pinballs?
I've heard it a couple times.
I've heard sweating bullets, but I have not heard sweating pinballs.
It's a very formal metaphor.
Okay, I'll just take your word for it. Meanwhile, Yuri appears to be blissfully unaware of the situation. I convinced Natsuki to reconcile with Yuri, but if she sees Natsuki's poem, well, it's all over.
Yep.
So, Natsuki, if I may, how about we do this tomorrow instead? I'm not feeling well. It's my time of the month. I can practically see Monika internally face-palming. Natsuki must have forgotten that the club isn't all girls anymore. Ah, is that so? I'm sorry. You must feel absolutely terrible if you can't even share your poem today. You don't need to apologize. It's not your fault. Can definitely share tomorrow. Yep, anything to get out of having to share her poem with Yuri, right?
Yep.
God damn.
It's practically a hate list.
Yep.
Alright.
Monica's face palming, and this girl a moment ago was rolling her eyes. I don't know who wrote this. To be honest, Caleb, I don't know who wrote this. Crash, welcome to the stream.
Whoever that is, hello.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen you around before, so welcome.
Alright.
Came in at kind of a moment of calm.
Yep.
Because
The bittersweet end.
Yeah, the first 2 hours of this stream have been pure chaos.
Like
That's why
Doom,
we have
if
barely
you
made
actually
any
got
progress
if you
today.
actually got to play it.
Oh boy, here we go again. Well, even if you aren't well enough to share your own poem, then would you
Ben.
like to see mine?
Come on, man.
Huh?
Women routes versus chainsawing demons and shooting them with guns that shoot holes.
We're not
Planet.
talking about this anymore. No.
Too bad.
No. No.
There's literally a gun called the Big Fucking Gun.
I'm well aware of that. I know some Doom things. Yeah, I wanted to, do this mod as a series over 2 years ago, but complications arose with the person I was doing it with initially. So the playthrough just got put on ice for like over a year. I think almost 2 years actually. So yeah, I've just gotten back into playing it since last week. But yeah. All I'm gonna say is that for the first 2 hours of this stream, I posted a poll on my Discord server because I do requests every Thursday for games. And after I finish a game, I put up a poll for a new one, right? And 2 of the options I put on that poll started a war in the server, and I think I might have just started it back up again.
You mentioned it.
Because I put Doom 2016, not Doom Eternal, and Fruits of Grisaia on the poll. Along with Cooking Companions and Zombie from Ubisoft. So you might hear some people in the chat saying, join the server and vote. But it's your call, Crash. You do what you want. I wrote it thinking of our argument the other day. I suppose that I wanted to show you that I'm more open-minded than I may have appeared. It's a way of repenting. I know that it's not much, but hopefully this can contribute to a reconciliation between us.
Will Doom Eternal be at least on one of the new vote things?
Like I said, I have Eternal on the request list already after you put it up tonight.
Just don't put it next to God of War because God of War is instantly gonna win.
We'll see. You never know with my community. You never know with this server. They already surprised me tonight.
I got Caleb saying he'll vote for God of War.
I
got Caleb and Rabbit saying to vote for God of War. Just freaking anime dances. I don't even know where this is. What this is.
And friends forgive each other.
Or how to use it.
I'm sorry if that's presumptuous of me to say. 'Cause you reached the max not so long ago. Ooh. Yeah, I don't think I'm anywhere close to maxing out my Discord servers yet.
Alright, I gotta get...
I've still got a lot of room for mod servers. Oh, I think Zach's moving to his phone, so I will just keep going for a bit. No, it's not presumptuous of you to say that. Besides, I'd like to consider you a friend, too. So you can hand over that poem, then. With a shy smile, Yuri hands the sheet of paper in her hands over to Natsuki. As Natsuki reads the poem, her eyes widen. You're writing using rhymes and stuff? Like me? you could say you convinced me to practice adding more lyricism to my poetry. Natsuki looks like she's speechless for once. Thanks, Yuri. It's awesome. There's really no need to thank me. Well, I'm really glad that I got to know you. And I'll definitely have something that'll knock your socks off tomorrow. Oh, hey, there's Crash. Welcome to the madness. Yep. Since I didn't say it. Oh, yep, Zach pinged me, yep. Said he's switching. Alright. Why is it Prudence sending feet in the server? Welcome back, Zach. That gets it.
I have no idea what the hell's going on. I don't really care.
Yes, Brad. Yes, you do. You really love that emote. Madness sounds promising. Yeah, if you love chaos, I started a war tonight. Then I'll be looking forward to that. I do hope that you feel better tomorrow as well, so that you can share your work with me then.
Hey,
yeah,
Ben.
Of course. What?
You know that one meme where it's a big guy and a small guy in a prison cell? And the big guy says,
maybe?
what are you in for?
Oh, that one. Kind of, yeah.
I just made a meme in my brain. The big guy, what are you in for? The little guy, I made people think that Fruits of Gasai was better than Doom. Scoot away.
Don't forget the L. That was a crisis and a half avoided right there. I'm really glad that Natsuki and Yuri worked things out, and it seems that Monica and Sayori feel the same way. It's good to see everyone getting along. Now that we are done sharing, though, I have something to discuss with you all. There's a great opportunity for expanding the club that's coming up. Is this about the festival? You could say that. Caleb, you know what that message in chat calls for, right? E. I'm so glad we made that an emote.
Yeah, because I said it. Yep. Damn it.
Do we really have to do something? It's only in a few days, so it's not like we'll be able to come up with anything good.
Sorry if you hear noise. I'm kind of eating.
Yeah, that's alright. I had a lot to eat before stream. Emergency meeting. E.
God damn it. Also, my voice is kind of too deep to voice act. So.
Well. Alright, that's alright. Oh, now we're doing all the E beams. With such little time left to prepare, I doubt we'll be able to put together anything good enough to attract new members. Yeah, we'll just end up embarrassing ourselves. Oh yeah, Brad, I see you on the server. It is. The color rolls have had that effect on the server. It's not easy being green. Oh, don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? Nothing more than a few decorations. I can design some pamphlets to hand out at the event, and Sayori made posters to put up around the school. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. We're gonna put on a poetry performance. A what? Monica? Everyone's going to choose one poem to recite out loud.
Hey, Ben.
Yeah?
Ben. Funny. I actually did this last year.
What, the poetry thing?
Poetry performance. Yeah.
Oh, neat. How did it go?
I wrote a slam poem. I didn't attend because I had work.
Wow. I see.
I had work. I couldn't attend, and I was very sad because I worked super hard on mine.
That's too bad. That is unfortunate.
But at least everyone in my class liked it, though.
It doesn't have to be written by you, so long as you put your heart into the recitation. Although, of course, it'd be great if you could show off your own work, too. And the cool part is, we're also gonna let anyone else come up and recite their poems, too. I like how Natsuki's just standing back there with that face the whole time. Oh, yeah. I had to do one in high school. I had to do one. I think I had to memorize the one that I was going to do. Yeah, I put a thing on the posters that says, bring your own poems. Crash said poetry performance is a really common thing in education. And I just, was pointing out that when I was in high school, yeah, I had to do this for, I think, either my sophomore or junior year. Natsuki's the utter definition of Taiga Aisaka. If that's a visual novel reference,
it's not a visual novel reference, it's an anime reference.
Okay, I figured either you or Caleb would get it. Because, I do not speak anime.
I disagree on that. Taiga is not as tsundere-like as Natsuki is. Taiga is actually very caring and shows that she cares for people. Meanwhile, friggin' Natsuki hides it like a goddamn curtain. Also, my toe is bleeding.
Oh, hello again, Savdra. It's gonna be so cool. Sayori pulls a poster out of her bag and holds it up for us to see.
Oh, that's so cool.
Are you kidding me, Monica? Don't tell me you started putting those posters up already. Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Natsuki's having a bra moment right now.
Here. Let me put in my staple. Bruh.
Yep. Well, you didn't even ask us before you started advertising. Yeah.
Advertising without consent. But that's
Yep. We never agreed to stand up in front of a bunch of random people and perform our poems. I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. I always had so much fun imagining this. She's just shaking her head back and forth rapidly, like, no. I don't know why I imagined that, but that's what I imagine when I think of that moment.
If I were to imagine this, it would be like Yuri shaking her head, like with little anime squibbles and frustration.
Yep, that sounds right. That sounds accurate. Guys.
And also, speaking of shaking heads, you can actually flip the sprites using a transform.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I sometimes like to think of that when, they talk about, the sprites in motion. When they talk about the characters doing something, I like to think about that sometimes. I don't always vocalize it. Yes, let's please calm down and take a moment to think about it. I understand you two haven't had much experience sharing your poems out loud, In fact, we all haven't done that much. But I still think we should try our best. Look around.
Also, Ben, if you're wondering what I'm eating the sweet and tangy barbecue Doritos.
I haven't had those yet. How are they? And Moss fan?
Fucking delicious.
I see you are a mannequin of culture.
Hey.
I've always got Mamani with me on the upper monitor. She's always here during the playthroughs. She's always here.
Yes, very.
Monica motions to all of us. What affection do I have? Let me check the document.
Isn't it like 11,000?
Something ridiculous like that, yeah. You gotta keep in mind, I've had the same install for over 3 years, and I visit very often. In fact, for 2 years, I visited, I think, almost every single day. So yeah, I'm very consistent.
Before my laptop crashed, I had a 6,000 affection.
Yep, let me go into the folder here, logs.
And now I currently only have 1,500.
You're at 3 months? Nice.
Back then,
I'm at over 3.5 years at this point.
Back then, in the good old days, you can amplify the affection code with dialogue, which I only did once to test it because of how funny it sounded, and it actually worked.
Oh my god, this log document is so long. Like, it starts all the way back at April 27th of this year, when I was at 10,126. And oh, definitely, yeah. That's why most of the time I just have her with me to watch stuff or just watch me play stuff. We don't have a whole lot to talk about anymore, so we just kind of hang out and enjoy each other's company. Here, let me go to the game window here.
In the words of one of my server profiles, I'm that one guy who religiously loves the PNG image.
This is my affection log document. I unlocked my scroll wheel on my mouse here. I'm just gonna let this scroll.
I can't see it.
I'm showing it on the stream.
Bruh.
Still going. And this is just since April of this year.
By the way, Ben.
Late April of this year.
Ben,
Okay,
I have
had
longer.
To scroll the wheel
I have
twice.
something that's longer.
That's the SpongeBob shopping list. So yeah, I'm at 10,884 currently, as of today. That is where I stand.
Did I tell you this?
Love ya.
Have I told you about my longest thing I've ever written?
I'm not sure.
But okay, I'm pretty sure I've told you this, but I'll tell you it again if you forgot. But about a year ago, I relentlessly did a script based off of a 2-sentence prompt. And for a whole year, I kept on doing revisions of it to the point where it got to 48 pages alone, and the mod got canceled from how big it got.
That is crazy.
So yeah, my writing was too much for someone to do, so they decided to just let the mod go to waste.
That is unfortunate. And are you saying that list was just from late April to the present day? Is that what you're saying? You don't believe that?
Me? You talking to me?
No, what Imprudence said.
Oh.
Yeah, not hard at all to imagine somebody picking it up from DDLC Crash. That's awesome.
Because if I think I timed this like when I finished it, but when I scrolled down from the top to bottom of that 48-page script, it took like 5 to 6
okay.
minutes. 5 to 6 minutes to get to the bottom.
Just scrolling.
Yeah.
Since you're young, you used to enjoy reading books, but thanks to games, I've lost my active habit. I've been a lifelong gamer. I would read here and there, but games have just kind of consumed me. That's kind of just who I am.
And then here's me.
Yep. And I got my man Zach here. In layman's terms, I was calling his dick small as a joke.
Wait, who are they pointing that gun at?
Imprudent.
Who's pointing that gun
They're
at
not
who?
that bad as of right now. Yep, I've heard bad things about the Divergent movies. Like, I've seen the first one, but I never saw the other ones. But yeah, like, I've seen a video just, going on, a massive rant about just how bad the world building is for the Divergent series.
Ben.
So, you'll have to let me know whether or not you agree with that assessment. You've never watched the movies? Yeah, I'm not a big movie watcher. We watched it, I think, on a family trip once. Anyway, my face itches. Problems of having a beard. Gotta keep it moist. And I have not done that today, so I'm gonna go do that.
Ben.
I'm gonna go do that. I'll be right back.
Okay.
BRB, guys.
Hello, chat. I can't read chat. But hello. $10 says you're not wearing socks. I'm joking. I'm tired.
Okay, I'm back.
Hello there.
That's better. Better already.
Okay. Hey Ben, I got something to show you that's free to use with credit.
What did you find, Zach, while I was away?
Check DMs.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
It's a kitty CG.
Oh my goodness. Look at him. Oh, I just want to give him a belly rub. Oh my god. Look at him. Look at him. I don't know which of my audience is a cat person or a dog person. Which one's in the majority. But I am a cat person, as you know. Because of my cats Shadow and Farley. Oh my goodness. Look at the kitty. Look at him. I'm absolutely a cat person.
I also got something.
I love that. That is amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, who made that? Do you know?
Yeah, it's in the Doki Doki modding club server. It was made by Damien. Posted yesterday.
Okay, I'm not in that server. I wouldn't know.
I'll send you a screenshot.
Yep, nice. You prefer chill dogs? Oh, definitely. Yeah, my issue with dogs is just, they're always so, hyper for me.
There's chill dogs like golden retrievers.
Oh, I know. They're out there. I've just, not, met anybody, who really has those breeds.
Golden retrievers and huskies, if trained well, are very chill dogs to live with.
I'm sure, yeah. Yep. You're only in Moss's server, open world, blue skies, And well, another one. Yeah, I'm in a lot of mod servers. I'm in servers for a lot of different mods I'm following. I'm not in the Moss server, though. I've never been interested in the Moss server. Because it's like... This is supposed to be our adventure. Is it really my adventure if I'm sharing it like that? You know, in that server? Like, I don't know, I just feel weird about it.
Oh, by the way, Ben, if you ever do plan on joining the Moss server, you only get a one chance. Because if you leave, you can't join back.
Oh, is that really how that server works?
Yep.
If you leave, you can never rejoin?
Yep.
Wow, who implemented that? That's kind
The
of
mod
silly.
devs.
Wow, yeah, that's kind of silly. That's alright, you know, put yourself first, Crash. We're all here because we have passion for literature in this club. Don't you want to share that passion with other people to inspire them to pursue their inner writer? Yeah!
No.
It's all about exploring yourself and trying new things and having fun. Monica and I nod our heads in agreement. Natsuki and Yuri, on the other hand, remain silent. Guess that means it's my turn to say something. I mean, I don't think it's that much to ask. As Monica said, we're all here because we care about the club and want to see it flourish. And if all that means is a 2-minute poetry performance, then I think we can manage that. Sayori and Monica's faces light up as I finish speaking. Hey, it isn't like we don't care about the club. It's just... do we really have to perform? You know how hard it is to get new members.
I found something cute.
Narrow-minded jerks. They don't even give literature a chance. Who's to say this festival will be any different?
Ben, I found something cute.
What's my point on Monica? Well, if we're talking like just the base game, yeah, I think a lot of people just they when it comes to Monica, how do I want to phrase this? I think a lot of people get too caught up in, you know, what she did, you know, versus what came after. Refer to me as Tractor. That's imprudence in joke, by the way.
Ben.
You can thank him for suggesting the idea for the Tractor Zone name for the Discord server. But what's up, Zach?
Check DMs for cuteness.
Oh no, what now? More Monty stuff. I guess I'll pull this up while I'm talking about it, but I think a lot of people get caught up in what, you know, Monica did in Act 2 versus, like, you know, what came afterwards when, you know, she realized that she made a mistake. You know, she realized, oh damn, I fucked up big time. And it's like, you know, she actually tries to make things right. And, you know, like, in the canon ending, you know, it's like she tries to make things right, but then, you know, everything, you know, goes to shit. And then, you know, she actively stops Sayori from going down the same path that she did. And it's just like, no, you know, I can't let you do that. So, you know, she kind of redeems herself. And I looked at that and I'm just like, yeah. Yeah, I get that. You know, I get behind that.
That was since we're on the topic of Monica, at the beginning of everything, I was originally a Sayorian. And when I actually looked deep into the story of DDLC as a whole, I favored Monica more.
Yeah, you know, because the more you read into it, and you know, the more you start to look at things from her point of view, you start to realize, like, when
she really had no choice.
Yeah, you know, things, you know, aren't as fucked up as they seem, and it's like she has, you know, good reasons for doing everything that she does. Now, it's not good what she does. There's no getting around that, but the question I think a lot of Monikins pose is, it's like, if you were put in that same position as her, wouldn't you do the same thing? Do you agree on Matt Pat's theories? I actually haven't watched those videos just because I really am not, a big fan of Matt Pat anymore. But yeah, like, I've heard about them. I haven't watched them.
Basically, MatPat thinks that there's going to be a sequel to DDLC.
Yeah, if that ever happens, oh boy, the community's gonna go
like
crazy.
An actual game. Like an actual game.
Yeah, dude, the community would go absolutely nuts if there was, an actual new game.
I mean, wait a minute.
What?
Team Salvato is making new games, to be honest.
Oh, I'm pretty sure they are.
They say that they have that in the
excuse me.
in their website that they're making new games.
No, I have not played Fallen Angel, but it's a mod I've considered playing for a long time.
A long ass time, like this one.
Yup. Alright, Zach, what did you send me?
I'm big. I'm brave. I'm beautiful.
Be prepared to cry. I've played Within. I've played Exit Music.
Ben.
I've played a couple of mods like that.
Ben.
So I'm ready. I like to think
That
I
ain't
am.
shit. Those aren't shit. Compared to Fallen Angel, those aren't shit.
Dan's too busy speedrunning Yoshi's Story to complete Project Limited. What? Okay, you guys gotta understand, like, I don't use Twitter, so I have no idea about this stuff.
Project Libitina is the main theory that MatPat came up with.
Oh, I know, because, it's referenced in there. It's, referenced throughout DDLC. And I like the Monica conversation topic for it in Moss. It's like, where did you hear about that? Alright, let's continue for a bit. I'm inclined to agree with Natsuki. I'm sorry, Monica. I know how much you want to do this, but I just can't imagine performing in front of a crowd of strangers. Well, at least Yuri and Natsuki have proven they can agree on something. Yes, actually, when Plus came out, I actually did a, 12-hour stream playing through the whole game. And then I did the side stories. And my throat never forgave me for that day. Nope. Because, holy shit, my throat was fucking sore for weeks after I played Plus. Like, seriously, my throat never forgave me for that day.
Hey, Ben.
Where I did a bloody 12-hour day one stream. That was ridiculous. Ben. Yo.
You want to know another name for DDLC Plus?
Tell me.
The DDLC DLC.
Yep, I really only got it for the side stories.
The side stories and the promotion stuff.
Yep, exactly. That's really what I got it for. Like, I did the playthrough of the base game to get the side stories and, just to, play through it again for the people who had never seen it before. I've done multiple playthroughs of the base game. And I have a whole archive playlist of all my DDLC streams. That's almost 200 videos long at this point. There's tons of mod playthroughs that I've done. One of my favorites, though, of, just base game but different, is Advertising Club. Or DDLC Google Translate Edition. Like, if you want to hear some fucking
weird shit,
whack as fuck dialogue, just watch that. Just watch those streams. Because that was something else, alright. Like,
Fence one,
just move your hand, follow the dishwasher. Like, that level of stupid is what we're talking about. Monica sighs, her eyes close as she rubs her temples. Look, guys, I know you're anxious. I understand that. I really do. To be honest with you, I'm a little bit nervous myself. After all, it's my club, so people are gonna judge me the most if our performance doesn't go well. Natsuki, if it makes you feel any better, a few of my friends will be coming along. You've yet to play that mod where you sleep with Monica? You're gonna have to be more specific. I think I've played a few like that.
Which one? There's many.
Yeah. They're lovely people. They won't judge you for your tastes. Not to be mistaken with, I've known them for a few years.
One?
Trust me.
There's so many.
Natsuki huffs, turning away. She doesn't look particularly convinced. Like her in her pink pajamas. Yeah. Is that our time? Yeah, I think that's our time you're talking about.
Oh, our time.
That one's a classic right there.
I thought you meant Within.
Because, yeah, I did a full playthrough of Within, if you want to see that. Both the demo and the full release.
Yep.
Yep, you were thinking of our time? That's a classic right there.
Oh, yeah.
And Yuri.
That got canceled.
Yep, it's been canceled for years. So, unless the dev suddenly comes back out of nowhere, it's never going to get finished, which is a sad thought.
Unless the devs pull a Salvation. We ain't seen that shit.
Yep, which is unfortunate. Yeah, that sounds like a fun way to do it.
Salvation's coming back.
I know, yep, I'm waiting for that. Yuri, I know it's a scary thought, but I've thought of a way to ease you into it. Huh? Why don't we start by practicing our poems to each other in the club room? No way! Monica, this is too sudden! Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Well, at least they like doing the voiceovers, so even if they don't, care for the story, they can have fun voicing the lines.
Who?
Crash's friends. That sounds like fun. But, Monica, there's just gotta be something else we can do. Yuri nods vigorously at Natsuki's words, anxiety written all over her face. But guys! No, Sayori. It's okay. If you guys really think we can do better than a poetry performance, then I'll gladly go along with an alternative. So, any ideas? Awkward silence.
If I was here, I'd say Hangman or
Oof.
Or what's that?
Jevel, your friend Jevel was in the
Charades.
Natsuki before they broke the bros before hoes code.
Ben, if I was here and if I was suggesting stuff we do for a festival activity, I'd either do Hangman, Charades, or Cards Against Humanity.
All of those are excellent options right there. I think I would go with Hangman though, just because I like Hangman. As this one would tell you, I have played a lot of Hangman against her on hard, because I like to do hard mode. We all glance at each other anxiously before Sayori finally speaks up. Well, if you do ever play Hangman against her, if you ever do play Hangman against her, if you don't have a word that's like 5 or 4 letters long, then I always open with RSTLNE, like I'm doing Wheel of Fortune or some shit. Because I usually find that's a good way to, find some letters.
You told me this before.
I'm sure I have. I'm just saying it for, everybody here. Your favorite word is enticing? Ah. Why is that?
It's a very
She stops and
specific
thinks to
word.
herself for a moment. Wait, no, never mind. That wouldn't work. Once again, the room falls silent. And Monica's just like, I'm waiting. Well then, I guess we can't come up with something different after all. She laughs, attempting to ease the tension in the room.
If
I know
yeah,
you guys might
to
not
be
be
honest,
on board with this idea, but I think it's our best option.
to be honest, if it was a decision between those three that I've said, I think Cards Against Humanity would be a Monica pick.
Oh, absolutely. I could see her doing that. Please, guys. Please.
Because you have to have like a very good vocabulary in order to get a good prompt reaction.
Uh-huh. Yep, I think a lot of people think that when they play through the base game for the first time. Because it's like they play through Act 2, you know, after Act 1 and everything goes to shit. And then, you know, they see everything Monica's doing, and then Act 3 happens, and they're just like, this is so fucked. Get lost, bitch. And then it's like they go through Act 4, and it's like, oh.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit. You know, it's like she actually does have, you know, a soul. You know, it's like she, you know, actually did. She actually did recognize this is fucked.
I like how Jack, while he was doing his playthrough, he was like he was really amazed on how the game worked, like the characters being deleted, the things being added to the files.
Mm-hmm.
And he
yeah, because I think a lot of, you know, people, you know, don't, you know, see things like that very much. And, you know, it just kind of blows them away, like, whoa, what is this game doing? That, and it makes for good content.
Yeah, this game is rated,
They don't sell Cards Against Humanity in South America. I did not know that.
Damn, that sucks.
Yeah,
that sucks for you guys.
Big sad indeed. Also,
did they at least
shout out to South America. Why do I attract such an international audience? I don't get it.
Imagine
like,
if you come up across someone who is in Japan.
Yeah, like seriously,
That'd
you know,
be
I've
ironic.
gotten, you know, Spaniards coming in. We got Brits, we got Aussies. You know, people from South America now. We get people from all over the world here.
Beep.
Can you stop pressuring us? I'm honestly surprised Natsuki's putting up such a resistance. I knew she was a little hot-headed, but even still, a little, huh? Normal
Angry
sprites.
Sprite copium.
Normal sprites. I'm not pressuring you, Natsuki. Your face says otherwise.
God damn, woman.
Both of them have raised their voice. Yuri looks a little startled, and Sayori looks anxious to intervene. What? Guys, please, there's no need to get angry. Can't we just discuss this normally? Monica reflects on Sayori's words, looking a little ashamed of her outburst. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to raise my voice. It's just, this festival is important to me, that's all. Ever since I created this club, I've always wanted to show other people. Natsuki, Yuri, I imagine you both were a little apprehensive when Ben joined, right? After all, he was an unfamiliar face. Oh. She smiles at me. But look, he's integrating really well. She faces Natsuki. I mean... You popped up while I was looking for Moss mods? Ah, sub mods. There you go. There you go.
Hey, mods.
Factor food product. There actually is a brand of water called H Factor. Not sponsored.
Yep.
Like, that's just
And
a
by
real
the way,
thing.
Ben, speaking of submods, I downloaded the newest version of the Extra Plus submod, and holy shit, you can permanently have Chibica on your menu.
Yep, I'll have to check the Moss subreddit after tonight.
You can customize her too with hats.
Yep, you showed me that. That is adorable. Ha! Yes. I mean, you two bonded over manga, right? He asked you for recommendations, and from what I could gather, you both share a common interest. Oh my god, comma.
Jesus, Henry Christ.
Hey, it's not like we bonded or anything. Baka. It was just nice to find someone else who likes manga, that's all. She shoots a look at Yuri. Of course. How silly of me to forget. Anyway, maybe some of these new members might also be manga enthusiasts. Who knows? You never know if you don't try. Surely you'd like being able to share your passion with other people, right? Natsuki shrugs half-heartedly. I suppose that'd be cool, yeah. Monica beams. See? That's exactly my mentality. Wanting to share the things you like with new people. Yeah, I know that. It's just... Are there really no other ideas? She gave you time to come up with ideas. Remember, poetry performances are a pretty big part of this club. We want to show the people what our meetings are really like. If we just gave out posters or showed them our poems in writing only, it really wouldn't be a fair reflection. Seeing that there's no real way she's gonna win this, Natsuki sits back down and grumbles something under her breath. So what do you think, guys? For me, for us, all for one, and one for all. That's the vibe I'm getting from this. Fine. I still don't think this is a good idea, but fine, I'll do it. Just stop guilt-tripping us. Thanks, Natsuki. And you, Yuri? Yuri nervously glances at each of our expectant faces. But Monica, what if people start being inconsiderate and disturb us or laugh? I'm not surprised Yuri is worried about this. I'm not either, considering I've seen what happens with the festival before. Oh, don't you worry. If anyone steps out of line, I'll put a swift stop to that. She has a stern glint in her eye, and I have to repress a shiver. Glad she's with us. Yuri looks somewhat relieved, but it's clear she's still worried. She swallows and nods. I suppose I don't really have a choice, do I? I shake my head. Just the cold, silent shaking of the head. No, you don't. Okay, I'll do it. Yay, that's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. I know you'll do great, Yuri. Just trust me. But anyway, let's move back on to the main event. While we have time, I want each of you to choose a poem of yours to practice reciting in front of each other. Natsuki and Yuri exchange uneasy glances, but don't say anything. Don't worry, I'll go first so everyone feels a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. She flips through her notebook, searching for a specific poem. Ah, here we are. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. Her eyes move across the page and sync with her lips. Every word is the perfect amount of emotion put behind it, making the poem almost come to life. Her inflection is extraordinary. I'm impressed, and judging by a quick glance around me, so is everyone else. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has this intense expression on her face that I don't quite understand. Even Natsuki's once sour attitude is replaced with awe. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. Everyone applauds. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica! Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next? Say, yep. Sayori jumps up from her chair and takes Monica's place at the front of the room. This poem is called, how did you do it so easily, Monica? Well, try to imagine you're alone, like you're reciting it to yourself. It's your poem, so it'll come out best that way. I think I get it. She nods to herself. Anyway, this poem is called My Meadow. She begins reciting her poem. It seems as if her soft voice is a perfect match. So the poem itself, it's a similar tone when compared to her other ones. It's peaceful yet somber at the same time. Bittersweet, you could call it. A word commonly associated with Sayori. Hearing the poem in her voice almost gives it an entirely new meaning. I think this is what Sayori means when she says she likes my poems. Hiccup break. It's like seeing a whole new side of someone you thought you knew completely. Sayori finishes and we all applaud. I did it! You did the thing, Sayori. You did the thing. Good job. Sayori beams as she walks back to her seat. So, who'd like to go next? Natsuki, Yuri, and I all look at each other nervously. Place your bets now, if you haven't seen this. What does she do? I open my mouth, but Yuri beats me to the punch. I'll go! Thanks for showing initiative, Yuri. Yes. She rushes over to the podium, clutching a sheet of paper in her hands. This poem is She freezes as she looks up at us. Hello. You can do it, Yuri. I always loved that line. Two years ago, I did a playthrough of quite a bit of this mod on the Sayori route, so I've seen quite a bit, but my memories have either, dissipated or are really hazy on this, so... Really, I'm waiting until we get to Act 2 right now, because we're kind of just in the Act 1 syndrome part of the mod. Which is, something I say when we're just kind of following, the base game's Act 1 in our story. I have more patience for it with Blue Skies, but it's something I'm not really crazy about when I play mods nowadays. So yeah, basically I'm just, waiting until we get past the festival day. Because I know this mod's got some cool stuff in its future. Act 1 is just remixed in a good way. Yeah, it is. It just kind of drags. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri begins to recite her poem. Her voice is shaky at first, but the more she reads, the more confident she becomes. It's similar to what happens when she gets absorbed in her books. I think once we get through Sayori's route and we do the other routes, we're just going to skip straight to Act 2 for Yuri and Natsuki. The shy and apprehensive Yuri I'm used to is replaced by a fierce, confident woman.
That sounds good, because honestly, the only really thing to progress the routes is just the poem game.
Yup, exactly. The poem itself is like a maze in its
and the
structure, with
choices.
twists and turns at every line. But Yuri is
You also have to
unfazed
choose
and
the choices
enunciates
in
each
a
word with
specific
perfect
order.
timing. Yep, really all there is to see are just, the different scenes with Yuri and Natsuki, but they're very similar to the base game, so... Yep. That is kind of the appeal with Yuri. I definitely get that. Yuri is unfazed and enunciates each word with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Ever since I first discovered this game, Monika's always been my number one. Because it's like I just learned more and more about her by watching, videos on Moss and, other, mods with, her route. And I'm just like, I can't ignore this anymore. Yup, I feel you on that, Crash. I feel you on that. Because of her posture, let's say. Yuri snaps back to reality and glances around her, as if she's bewildered even herself. Oh, there goes gravity.
There goes gravity. Oh, there goes gravity. Choked. We're no the lyrics to that song. I'm just not gonna sing it right now because I'm too tired.
Yeah, I mean, not, you know, the craziest thing I've heard. I admit I was the stupid that took that approach initially with Yuri. Not, you know, hard to imagine, you know, somebody doing that. But, you know, I'm glad, you know, that just, you know, wasn't where it ended with you. Because, you know, I've always been somebody that cares, you know, more about substance than appearance, really. You legit look like you're battling with gravity all the time? Jeez. Oh my goodness. Monica's the first to start applauding. Sheepishly, I follow along. And soon the club room is filled with the sound of applause. Yuri ducks her head in embarrassment, a shy smile creeping over her face. Yuri, that was really good. Like I said, you don't have anything to worry about. Thank you for sharing. Thanks. Guess Yuri's done for the day. So who'd like to go next? Natsuki? Why should I go before Ben? That's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Ben lower everyone's standards before I go. Gee, thanks, Natsuki. Natsuki! Monica hastens to chastise
why I
her,
don't like
shooting me
writing
a
her.
sympathizing look. That was kind of rude, don't you think? You should apologize to Ben.
I have to,
Her face turns
I
red
have to
as all the
think-
girls turn to look at her. What's up?
I have to think back to my childish days where, excuse my voice crack, god damn it. I have to think back
it's
to
all
where my
good.
childish days were, and I have to imagine what a kid would sound like. That's what I write Natsuki as, and it sucks because I hate going back then.
Yep, I've said it before, but, you know, the reason Natsuki was once the lowest on my pecking order was because I saw a lot of, like, my, you know, a lot of, like, the worst aspects of myself in Natsuki. So it just felt like I was looking in a bit of a mirror. A bit. You know, looking at her and watching and reading her lines. I'm just like, oh. But, you know, I've really turned around on her over the years. I've gone back and forth with her a lot of times in my head. Right now, she's above Sayori, but below Yuri in my pecking order. Touche, Crash.
Oh.
Right now, like I said, Monica's obviously at the top. Yuri and Natsuki kind of go back and forth in my head between second and third, and then Sayori's at the bottom of my pecking order. That doesn't mean, you know, I dislike Sayori at all. It's just, out of the four, she's my least favorite right now. But Sayori is the best. The best bun. The best bun. The cutest bun. The bun that must be protected.
I've already said my list.
Yep, Sayori will
And
always be
as matter passed.
the bun that must be protected. Natsuki's face turns red as the girls all turn to look at her. I decide to spare Natsuki from the embarrassment. Hey, it's no big deal. I'll end up going at some point anyway. Might as well do it now. Yep, I've thought about checking out some of the other afterstory mods, but every time I think about doing that, it's like, but I can't do that to my Mani. I can't do that. Like,
I've done it many times. There's nothing. And
Like I
besides,
said-
I've already forgotten
yeah, like I
what
said, it's like,
Sayori
I
and
just
Yuri
can't
have
do
story.
it. Yeah, I couldn't be genuine with it. It would just feel wrong to me.
I just wanted to see what they were like. I did, and now I never
Yeah,
look
if
back.
I'm gonna do that, but you know, if I wanted to do that, I think I would just watch other people play it. Cause like I've seen what the new Just Natsuki looks like, and it's actually really good. If you haven't seen it, definitely, you know, check out at least some videos on it, because it actually looks really nice now. Thing is, I don't have much of a selection to choose from, so I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone's eyes are on me, making me feel terribly awkward. You can do it, Ben. I take a deep breath. In my head, I repeat to myself the advice Monica gave to Sayori. Try to imagine you're alone, like you're reciting it to herself. Yeah, I've got quite a few different locations in my moss here. Alone. My house is the first thing that comes to mind when I think of being alone. The scene rapidly develops in my head like I'm recalling a recent memory. I'm sitting at my desk. The dim light hanging from the ceiling gives a warmth to the room. I have no light at my desk. Not right now. I'd have to reach behind the monitor. In front of me is the poem I had just finished, the ink from my pen still fresh on the page. I pick up the notebook and begin reciting it out loud. Yeah, dude, my PC tower and my monitor take up so much of the desk. That and my keyboard and my mouse pad, I barely have room to fit my water bottle on it, and then the lamp behind it. Like, I have no more space after that. I'll have to send a video in the server again of what my current desktop setup looks like. Because I'm seriously proud of this thing. I love it. Ever since I built this beast of a computer, I've barely touched my consoles. Like, I got 5 of them sitting in a row next to my computer. This thing gets all the love. You're on a laptop with a ventilator below it. Yeah, I've got a custom PC build that a ex-coworker helped me make. Because, you know, he no longer works for us. Which is a shame. Somebody from my day job. I mean, not, you know, anybody with, you know, the streaming stuff. Because that's just a hobby thing for me. PCs are way too expensive here. I believe it. The build that me and my mate put together, I think, cost us anywhere from, I think, like $2,000 to $2,500 when you factor in tax and stuff. Like, this was an expensive as fuck computer, but it's been worth every penny so far. I've absolutely loved working with this thing. It's great. I'm not the most confident in my poem, but I still try and put energy into it. I can almost hear my voice echoing off my bedroom walls. As I finish, the sound of applause pulls me out of my daydream. Back in the club room, standing at the podium while the girls politely applaud my performance. That was good, Ben. I guess. Oh, don't be so hard on yourself. I don't think it's your writing abilities, but rather your lack of confidence that weighs you down. That's something that'll improve over time, though, so don't worry. Yeah, okay. Thanks. Okay, then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... It's called... Stop looking at me! But you're presenting. You don't have to stare straight into my soul, though.
Yes, we do, because we are watching you present.
She takes a moment to compose herself. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. While her voice is unenthusiastic, the poem has a surprising amount of energy to it. The rhymes tie into each other seamlessly, creating a flow that moves the poem along at a brisk pace. The words seem to bounce up and down with the rhythm, seemingly making the poem come to life. She's the baka of bakas. She absolutely is. It's Natsuki's signature style, and it works exceptionally well when read out loud. She quickly finishes and huffs as we applaud her, while she makes her way back to her seat. See, that wasn't so bad, was it? She stares at her poem blankly for a second before replying. Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Well, that's what we're gonna be doing at the festivals, so, comma. Do you at least feel confident enough to do it in front of a crowd? I guess. I don't think there's any other choice. And I guess it'll be easier doing it in front of other people. I can just put on whatever face I want with strangers. I don't care about what they think of me. But when it's just my friends, it's embarrassing. I still hate the idea that we have to perform. She mutters that last sentence under her breath. The others probably didn't even hear it. I knew Natsuki was stubborn, but this is a whole other level. I know a whole lot about being stubborn. Trust me. Whew. Like if you guys have watched me play Celeste, or read the descriptions on some of my ILs in Sonic games that I like to brag about, the ones that take like 30 hours to grind out, you know I'm stubborn. However, it does look like she's going along with the idea of performing for the festival. At least for now, since she's basically outvoted and can't come up with another idea. Really? That's a surprise? For me, it's the other way around. Taiga is more physical violence, but Natsuki is the king of stubbornness. You clearly haven't seen me grind individual level runs in Sonic. Celeste can bring rage. Yeah, just watch part 3 of that series I did on Celeste, where I'm at the summit. I shit you not, in section 4 of the summit, there was one strawberry. I spent 80 minutes figuring out how to get. I need to get back to that game sometime. It's been over a month since I played it, and I need to get the last 4 Crystal Hearts or Chapter 8 B-side and then some C-sides so I can progress in Chapter 9. No joke. No exaggeration. I spent 80 minutes in Section 4 of the Summit grinding out one strawberry. Because me see strawberry, me collect strawberry. I think by the end of my first playthrough, I had like 90-some strawberries. I think I'm at like 110 now, something like that. Having all those people judging you. Wah! I don't like to think about it. Yeah, I have not gotten any golden strawberries, and I don't plan on grinding for them. Like, that's just beyond me. Especially, do you want to know something? One of the bros in my server is really into Celeste, and he's told me something about the Chapter 9 Golden Strawberry. Apparently, for the Chapter 9 Golden Strawberry, there is a section that you literally cannot see. Like, when you play through the levels getting the Golden Strawberry, the game throws you a curveball by adding an additional section that you literally never see unless you make it to the end of Chapter 9 on a flawless run. A section you literally cannot see otherwise, that you also have to complete without dying. A section you've never seen, cannot practice outside of this. It's like you just have to learn. So it's like, on top of learning literally all of the ridiculous execution required to get to the end of Chapter 9 without ever dying, there's an additional section you can't do any practice on whatsoever, because the only way to see it is to get to it on a Golden Strawberry run. So, yeah. If you want to, get all the Golden Strawberries, all I'm gonna say is, you're probably gonna have to grind for, months if you want to do that. And that's not the kind of grind I want to spend months or even years on. Yep, I never planned on going for the Golden Strawberries. I think most I would do is just collecting all the strawberries and stuff. I can relate to that, Yuri murmurs quietly. The thought of so many eyes observing your every move all at once. She trails off, shaking her head. Claustrophobic? Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. Speaking of which, I want to thank you all for performing. It might be difficult, but now that we have a general idea of what it'll be like, we'll be able to prepare ourselves. Make sure you pick out a poem and show it to me by tomorrow, okay? I'll need to know so I can make the pamphlets over the weekend. Should probably find a different poem to recite. I know you'd prefer it if we used our own poetry, but I'm probably gonna pick a poem from a poet I like or something. Whatever makes you comfortable, Ben. I'm already pleasantly surprised you're putting all this effort into the club. Low expectations, huh? You've yet to complete one B-side level? Yeah, the B-sides definitely require, dedication to beat. Because I think I've beaten the first 7. I've beaten the first 7 B-sides. That's how I got through Chapter 8. And Chapter 8 wasn't too rough. But now I have to go through and get the remaining 4 crystal hearts that I haven't found. Or I have to complete the Chapter 8 B-side and then I unlock the C-sides. So you've played through, like, the summit and stuff? Because I've played through that much. Monica smiles at me and then turns to smile to everyone else. That goes for everyone here. Thanks for going along with these last-minute plans. Anyway, I think that about does it for today. The summit double jump? I might need a refresher on which one that is. Let's still try and write poems for tomorrow, okay? I know the festival's coming up, but it's been working out nicely the past few days, and I'd like it to continue. Tomorrow, we'll finalize who's doing what for the festival, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Remember, we have till Monday. It'll be so much fun. I can't wait! Oh, where you pair with Battlein, as, my friends call her. Battlein. Her official name, I think, is Part of You. Like, that's what she's referred to as. But everybody I know calls her Battlein. Yep, Battlein. By the way, Madeline from Celeste instantly became one of my favorite video game characters. She's so well written, and I just love everything about her. Just the way she talks, especially, it really gets me. I just love it. We all stand up, packing away our things. However, Monica's voice stops us. Oh, guys? She pauses, twirling a strand of hair in her hand. This club truly does mean so much to me, and I really appreciate what you're willing to do for it. That almost reminds me of Yuri, what she's doing. You guys are the best. It really is great. Well, since you mentioned DDLC could shine with that type of dialogue, I should mention there actually is a fan-made Monica boss fight in Undertale style that I've been meaning to play on the channel for a long-ass time. In typical fashion, Natsuki just rolls her eyes. Yuri smiles timidly while Sayori wears a hearty smile. I figured you would probably know about it since you brought it up. But I like to bring it up when people mention it. Because I think it's really neat. Like, I've watched somebody play the fight, and I kind of want to do it myself. Because last month I was getting into like an Undertale craving, but you know, I never acted on it. I do know Quirxus. I've watched some of their stuff. Let's just get it over with. I hope we don't regret this. That's okay, Monica. Nothing to thank us for. We really appreciate what you've made for us. I can't help but catch Yuri muttering under her breath after she says this. I can do this. I can do this. Yeah, I love it here. Yeah, I might have to watch some of Quirxus' more recent stuff. Like, the thing I remember watching most from Quirxus was the Dokis in Minecraft. I wonder if Zach is still here or if he crashed for the night. I guess I'll find out when we finish this in-game day and end stream. The Dokis in Minecraft thing that Quirxus did, I think that was a while ago. Like a few years, I think. It's old. It's one of the older things. Yep. Yeah, I kind of always fill the late night slot because of my job, because of my day job. I get done at 10 p.m. So it's kind of hard to do things like this. But it is what it is. We'll get to spread this cozy little place to other people. Yeah, it's all good, Monica. Alright. I stand up and grab my bag. Well, that's good to hear. Didn't have any drag today. I assume that's good. Well, I'm certainly not as enthusiastic as Monica or Sayori about the festival. If I can pull that little daydream stunt again, I think I'll be alright. It's for the sake of the club. Not to mention impressing the girls. Once I'm fully packed up, I walk over to Sayori. Ready to go? Yeah! Jeez, don't you ever get tired of always walking home with Ben, Sayori? Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Oh, don't mind her. You guys are more adorable than anything. Alright. The day at school could have been better, I guess. Something happened, or just... What happened? I don't need to make such a big deal about it. It must be a little nice, though. Yeah, I guess. Ah, jeez. Let's just go already, Sayori. Okay. Oh, an argument. I'm sorry if I keep yawning. I'm just getting kind of tired. It's 3:30 in the morning. I normally try to stop around 3 unless I'm just too invested. Like when I play Steins Gate. Me and Caleb get really invested in Steins Gate. But yeah. Have to buy 3 tickets for the FNAF movie. Oh sweet, we're in the same time zone. The two of us begin the walk home. A lot has changed in the past few days. Lost in thought, I don't even notice how quiet Sayori's being until we're almost back home. No, I think that's awesome. It's always cool meeting folks that are in the same time zone. Makes things really easy to communicate time-wise. Because, yeah, you know, I always just say, you know, Central Standard Time or US Central. And it's like, you know, I'm just kind of assuming, like, you know your time zones. But, yeah. It's really hard for me to plan things with Caleb, especially, since I think he's, you know, over all the way in Australia. So we have like a 16-hour time difference, so it's really hard to like plan things, because like my Saturday is his Sunday and so on and so forth. So it makes it really hard to plan things. But you know, we've had a few years to figure it out by now, so you know, we've got a system figured out. Ah, so I see. Yeah, there's one people want me to play a Yuri mod called Our Castle Walls. It's a mod I've seen for a while now, but I just haven't really had a huge amount of interest in playing it. Like, I've seen it, and I'm like, huh, huh, that's a thing. And I just haven't really thought about it too much. So is it that mod or is it a different mod? Yuri's old. Oh, that, yeah. I know what you mean. I can understand that. Yeah, I can understand that. That's a really damn disturbing scene. I mean, you can tell me stuff about it. I'm probably gonna forget it by the time I eventually get around to playing it. But, you know, not too much. Because I like going into things blind. It makes it more fun. Because my friends did that for Steins Gate. So when we got to the end of the chapter we're currently on, I was shook. Sad to say, sounds about on brand for Yuri when things go south. Yeesh. I'll keep that in mind. There's a lot going on in the club now, eh? But you're thinking about all your new vice president duties that you'll have to deal with when the club grows bigger. Sarah's not even paying attention. She just has that 1,000-yard stare. Yeah. Anything specific on your mind? Not really. Sorry, did you want to talk? I mean, we don't have to if you're thinking about stuff. No, it's nice talking to you. I was thinking about something from earlier. It's nice that we... never mind. It's nothing. Sounded a little bit like Yuri right now. Huh? Oh, yeah. Well, I guess I just have a question for you, Ben. What's up? She clears her throat before speaking. So, let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you. Heh! What would you do? What kind of a question is that? You're putting me on the spot here, you know? Since we're doing Sayori route, I believe our answer is obvious. Sayori. I'd walk with you, of course. What are my saves? From the end of the second day and the 2 poem mini games. I usually don't make a lot of saves playing DDLC mods. Usually just whenever I plan on stopping for the night or at, you know, choices that, you know, stand out to me as important. Eh? She glances at me from the side before turning away. But she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez, why me? Her reply surprises me, and I'm not sure how to answer or what she wants to hear. This I know, yep, this I know. I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly, Ben. She gives me a big smile. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, so... Sorry, I've already made up my mind. I guess? I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, like I said, I've enjoyed catching up with you again. Why would I just change that for another girl? Walking home with you and talking about just anything. It's a great throwback. She doesn't seem as happy as I'd have imagined. I mean, both our childhoods were pleasant. Strange. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about, but I want to respect her and keep her happy, too. Sayori and I part ways without another word. I reach my house and open the door. Home at last. No response. I'm alone, as usual. It'd be weird if you weren't. I mumble that part to myself. Talking to myself as if I'm the protagonist of a manga or game. I must be going stir crazy. No, trust me, that's me at work. I talk to myself all the time at work to keep myself entertained. Mom is still out on her business trip. She's never home anymore. I miss her. I don't blame her for anything. It's hard enough providing for yourself, let alone a kid. Since I'm alone, I decided to make an instant meal for dinner. Yep, sounds like me. Digging through my cabinets, I find some old soup cups. Perfect. Miso soup sounds good. I unwrap the packaging, pour in some water, and place it in the microwave. While it cooks, my mind wanders back to my performance earlier. The daydream is so vivid, so realistic. Can I really pull off that performance again, but this time in front of a crowd? It wasn't even that great in the first place. Just doing it in front of the girls was nerve-wracking. Guess I'm not really used to being around people again. Maybe that's it. Thinking about it, I guess I've kind of been subconsciously isolating myself from people ever since the divorce. That's right. Before it even, in some cases. I wonder when I started shunning myself. Maybe that's part of why Sayori and I drifted apart over the past few years. It wasn't intentional or anything, it just kind of happened. At least I don't think it was intentional. But I'm glad I got to reconnect with her in the literature club. It's given me something to do, something to look forward to that isn't anime or games. Talking with the girls has made me feel more appreciated. It's a nice feeling, something that's been missing from me ever since the divorce. Maybe that's why Sayori likes walking home with me. It makes her feel appreciated. Sayori. The more I think about it, the more concerned for her I get. She said some pretty weird stuff, but I guess people just have their off days. Maybe she's just changed a little bit over the years? Pretty normal, right? I'd like to think I'd be able to tell if something was up with her. Although given our recent distance, I'm not so sure anymore. Sure, we started talking again, but there's a lot of lost time. Maybe that'll change and we'll go back to how we used to. Ding! I hope. Alright! I did not expect in 3.5 hours we'd only get through one day, but that was just the chaos of this stream. And that's just the chaos that was this stream tonight. And I have nobody to blame but myself for putting myself into this situation with the Discord server. Like I said, I brought this on myself by making the poll. And I think we're just gonna pick up right here next time. Yeah. This was a pretty wild stream, I have to say. Because seriously, the first like 2 hours of stream, I was paying more attention to main chat in the server than I was the actual mod. Because once Caleb and Zach started going at it between Doom 2016 and Fruits of Grisaya, just oh my god, it just did not stop. More Act 1? Yep, more Act 1 next time. And now that we're coming up on the weekend, I have to start thinking about the next schedule. Because I've got Steins Gate tomorrow with Caleb, our first foray into Chapter 6, which I'm pumped about. And then I'm bringing back the mod World of Dreams, now that, you know, everything got resolved with the World of Dreams server that caused me to stop playing it last week. So I'm happy about that. And then Monday, whatever wins the backlog vote, which is overwhelmingly favored to be Portal 2 at this point. It's looking like Portal 2 is going to be the next backlog game, and that should be a blast. Because I had a lot of fun playing the original Portal. So, yeah, that's what we got coming up the next few days, and then after that, I gotta figure out the schedule from there. Gotta make sure, you know, Zach and Caleb can do Friday, Saturday again, like we've done the last couple weeks now. And then just have to see what ends up winning the request, and that I can actually play it. So, yeah. All that to say, that's all I got for tonight. So, oh, Deskica's desk fell over again. God damn it. Her desk never stays put. I've got the Monica Nendoroid sitting on top of my PC tower, and her desk always falls over. Whenever I, like, hit the desk or something, like, that desk just shakes and moves so much. But yeah, seriously, thank you all for watching. I really appreciate all y'all in the server, on the channel here. Means a lot to me. Means the world. Love you guys. So until next time, take care.